Feet planted, rooted in the ground. Armor on, no fear, standing sound. Storms rage, but the faith won't fold. Prayer works more precious than gold.
Stand firm.
Keep your faith in the Lord.
Lift him high.
He's the one we adore.
On your lips.
Keep a praise.
Keep a praise.
Don't stray.
Serve the Lord
with all you have each day. Provider in the drought, bread for the soul. Protector in the valley, making me whole. Shields me from the arrows, calls me his own. In his hands I'm never alone.
holy, holy,
Forever the same.
my everything.
I exalt his name.
Stand firm.
Yeah. Keep your faith in the Lord.
Lift him high.
He's the one we adore.
On your lips.
Keep a praise.
Keep a praise.
Don't stray.
Serve the Lord
with all you have each day. The mountain moves at his command.
Lord.
Every victory was in his plan. Chains are breaking, mercy pours. Hallelujah, the Savior restores. Stand firm. Keep your faith in the Lord. Stand firm. Keep your faith in the Lord.
Holy, holy,
Forever the same.
my everything.
I exalt his name.
Keep your faith in the Lord.
Lift him high. He's the one we adore. Keep a praise.
Keep a praise.
Don't stray.
Serve the Lord
With all you have.
each day.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to ARP in the morning. Grace and peace, grace and peace. I am your brother Wise, man. Appreciate you guys pulling up this morning on this fine Friday morning. The weekend is here. The week has flown by. Again, thank you guys so much for pulling up and hanging out with us today. We got a lot to get into. We have a heck of a show today. It's Ask Me Anything. We have Gutter Bunny of the Week today. We got a lot going on today. It's going to be fun. I promise you today, we're not going 5 hours today. And I'm going to do my best to make sure that we tighten up the show. I enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun, but I want to make sure that we tighten it up, especially for those that watch the replay. But let me introduce my folks real quick. We have the usual suspects in the building. Shout out to my sister Celeste from Celeste_Duffy. Shout out to my sister Crystal from Crystal Beyond Labels. We have my brother Minister Denzel in the building from Probe Analysis. We also have my brother AT in the building from the Garden Project Radio. And last but not least, special guest of the show, we got my brother JWhit from the JWhit Podcast in the building this morning. he decided to come down here and slum it with us this morning. So we appreciate him pulling up and hanging out with us today. Hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. Super chat, super thanks are greatly appreciated. Shout out to those that support the channel via Buy Me a Coffee. I really appreciate it. And those that also support the channel via Cash App, I really appreciate that as well. If you would like to support the channel, those links are in the description box below. All right. Shout out to those who won yesterday, who won the raffles yesterday. We had 3 raffles. We took care of, let me see. We had Jamodi. He won the book from Celeste. I'm sure she'll get that out over the weekend. Signed copy of The Ass Backwards Way to Move Forward. We also have Justin Bundy. Shout out to him. He won the Blue Yeti microphone. I got to get that signed, and I will get that out over the weekend as well. And then we also have more chapters who won the $100 gift card, but he decided to donate that to the Garden Project Radio. We have made that happen. AT can attest to that. We made it happen. So I wanted to say once again, congratulations to you guys who won the raffle. If you didn't win it, you got to pull up. You got to be here to win. But, I just like the idea of trying to give back to you guys. You guys, pour so much into us, and I want to make sure that we're giving back to you all as well. So we appreciate, you guys pulling up, hanging out, and supporting what we're doing over here at ARP. Let's get the show started off properly. We have the verse of the day from my brother Hunter. Today's verse is out of Proverbs, which happens to be hands down my favorite book in the Bible, my favorite book in the Word of God. It is Proverbs. There's so much wisdom. There's so much, as the youngins would say, or the old school guys would say, there's so much game, that is given, in that book. You cannot go wrong if you follow those instructions. I got to throw that out there. Shout out to Hunter coming through. Today's verse, like I said, it's out of Proverbs, and it says, fools give full vent to their rage, but the wise bring calm in the end. That is Proverbs 29:11. Shout out to you, brother. Appreciate you, Hunter. Always helping us to get the show started off. Let me say what's up to my folks in the chat, and we're going to get the show started in a very quick minute. But, I like to say what's up to my folks. Appreciate you guys pulling up. Shout out to Tiffany Ned. Appreciate you pulling up. Thank you for the $2 super sticker as well. God bless you, sister. What up, Uncle Darnell? $2 super chat. This song is fire. Shout out to you, Uncle Darnell. That will be available next week. I'll announce that on Tuesday. Al Kitty Cat, $5 super chat says, happy Friday, ARP family. Bless us all. Yes, bless us all. The weekend is here. First person, let me see, who was the first person in the chat this morning? I should have started them, and I got to start doing that because I know Papa Dodd said he wants to make sure those people get a t-shirt. When we get 3 people, you get it 3 times in a row. So shout out to Cindy K. Cindy K, first person in the chat early this morning, 6 o'clock this morning. Shout out to you. Appreciate you. Tam G was number 2. Not too far behind. Shout out to you, Tam G. Appreciate you all pulling up. What's up, B? How you doing this morning, sister? It's good to see you down in the green room, helping to keep things peaceful. God Sunflower in the building. Scott Jung is in the building. Murfreesboro, Tennessee is in the house. We're going to talk about Tennessee today. We got to talk about Tennessee today. Cool Ramon is in the building. What's up, Victoria? How you doing today? Lori Addison is in the building. What up, Wolfheart? How's it going, man? It's good to see you in the chat. Appreciate you pulling up as always. What's up, Teddy? We got to break Teddy. My guys, Celeste, Crystal, we got to break Teddy out of Maryland, man. We got to get him out of there, man. What up, Mr. Largy? Appreciate you pulling up. Disa Ray is in the building. What's up, Lewis? How's it going, man? It's good to see you in the chat. Krista Knight's in the building. Shout out to you. Appreciate you pulling up this morning. Thank you very much. Appreciate you all. What's up, Angela Montgomery? How's it going? New Jersey is in the building. Shout out to you. Appreciate you pulling up this morning. I'm waiting on the day on a Thursday that you call up, so we can, we got a picture, but you can come and say what's up to the ARP family. I'm looking forward to that day. Hopefully you'll get a day off. I don't want you to do it while you're at work because I don't want you to get in no trouble. I know how, folks, they be doing craziness trying to get on somebody's live stream or they're TikToking it. And next thing you know, they lost their job. They're like, you supposed to be working. Why you on a stream? But But hopefully one day, Angela, we'll get you to pull up. Appreciate you pulling up, though. Thank you. Who else we got up in here? What up, Vicky Ramsey? Appreciate you pulling up this morning. Thank you guys so much for pulling up. If you haven't done so already, hit the like button. What's up, Deb? How you doing? What up, Nanny? How you doing this morning? Appreciate you pulling up this morning, as always. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate you all. Thank you very much. All righty, let me get ready to pull my folks up real quick. Let me get ready to do that. What up, LJ? LJ is in the building. You know what, LJ? This is for you. This is for, you know what? No, it's not. No. Wait a second. Before we get the show started, I want to let you guys know that today's show is brought to you by the Garden Project. In a time of division, distraction, and compromise, the Garden Project is bringing believers together, grounded in Scripture, united across denominations, and built for action. Keyword, built for action. You know, there's a lot of people out there sitting in their houses on their hands, not doing anything at all. Joining the Garden Project will give you an opportunity to get out there, meet like-minded people, and get out and do the work. We have too many people waiting on someone else to do something. Won't you go be a part of the change that you want to see in the world? You want to learn more about the Garden Project, go to thegardenproject.com, gardenproject.com. If you join, hit thegardenproject.com/ARP. I'm sure AT is working on a way that if you don't hit that, maybe you'll drop down or something that will let it be known like, hey, you found out about it through us over here, you know. So if he hadn't already, I'm sure he's working on something along those lines. But let me get ready to pull my folks up. Give me one quick second. And let's see, who can I catch off guard?
Tried. He tried. He's probably drinking a little bit of water. Real quick before I forget, I want to say thank you to More Chapters. Wise is correct. He did send that to the Garden Project, and we're very grateful for that. You will be helping us kick off the launch of our app next month, actually, with that. So thank you very much. And yes, for those of you who have asked, I keep mentioning it, or forgetting to mention it, Wise, thank you for bringing it up. If you signed up for the Garden Project and you did not use the /ARP link, but you told me that you were from a righteous perspective, and a lot of people did do that. We do ask on the sign-up form, where did you hear from us? So we do get that credit to a righteous perspective as well whenever you say that. And some of you I just know. Some of your names, I'm like, okay, yeah, Chantel, 100% from the righteous perspective. And so we consider that as well. Good morning, Wise. How are we feeling today?
Hey, man, I'm blessed, man. Blessed. Went to a soccer game yesterday, which was a soccer match. We'll say a match. Soccer match yesterday. Out here in Huntsville, they got the Huntsville City Football Club. They had a game last night, so I decided to, since I'm in the area, hey, let's go and ingratiate and go and check it out, man. Great environment, man. Got the win as well. It was a 3-0 match. It was really good. A lot of fun, man.
I like that. God bless. Very happy you're having a good day. Happy you got a chance to do that. Looking forward to the chat today.
We're trying to get out. Now I got to go check out the Trash Pandas. My people in the chat.
Trash Pandas?
Yeah, Trash Pandas. I bet you can't guess what a trash panda is. If anybody in the chat knows what a trash panda is, drop it in the chat. I'm for certain AT doesn't know what a trash panda is. Let me pull up my brother.
What about a raccoon?
That is what it is. It is a raccoon.
I have no idea. I'm just as lost as you, though. Don't worry, bro.
I'm not lost. It's been years. I've lived everywhere. Trust me, I've heard it before. I've heard it used derogatory.
Right.
That's what I thought he was saying. I was like, wait a minute. On a Friday morning, on a righteous perspective, but you meant
we getting started early, man. We're starting
seriously.
This early. Help us understand. What is this a baseball team? What is this?
Yeah, the baseball team. They got a minor league baseball affiliate or a major league baseball affiliate out here. The name of the team is called the Huntsville Trash Pandas. Actually, I take that back. It's called the Rocket City Trash Pandas.
Doesn't make it better.
Yeah,
it really Rocket City. It's not the city that's the problem, ladies and gentlemen. It's the trash panda part that we're befuddled by.
It's crazy. And the sad part about it, I rolled by it, I was like, what the heck is a trash panda? I've never heard the term before. I had to look it up. I was like, oh, a trash panda. Look at you guys. Everybody in the chat, they're like, oh, that's a raccoon.
That's a Southern expression. That's why they know.
Bro, that's okay.
Trash panda. I was like, oh man, it ain't a team that the trash pandas.
The
Savannah Bananas
and the raccoons, you know. Now, Savannah Banana, man, I heard those games are actually fun to go to.
Bro, those games are crazy.
I've heard they're wild. I also heard they dance in a provocative voice. I'm not sure I'm down with that. I don't know if it's true or not either. But
yeah, they do.
They do?
They get their
Yeah,
jig
if you have
on.
sensibilities like that, but I mean, it's not like crazy. It's still family.
No,
it ain't the
it's
club,
not-
right?
No,
That was my only
no
question. Can I bring
polls
some
will be-
kids there?
No polls will be brought to the field or anything like that.
Could you imagine?
They came.
The bad thing is I
um,
can. The bad thing is I can.
Yeah, they came up to the DMV. They did it. They played. Man, I think like 8, 9
The
games.
Trash
up there.
Pandas.
And dude, they sold out every game.
Bruh.
Yeah,
Every
they're
game they
popular.
sold
All over
out,
social
bro.
media.
Super
Very popular.
man.
Yeah.
They got. I mean, the ball players are fairly talented, man. I watched the guy, man, throw a ball behind his back, straight across the plate, and I was like, "Whoa!" They're like
Some of
the
those
Harlem
minor league
Globetrotters.
guys.
They are absolutely the Harlem Globetrotters of baseball.
That's exactly
That's
what
exactly
they
what I
are.
was about to say.
Yeah, they're the Harlem Globetrotters of baseball, man. And I mean, these dudes are pretty talented, man. I got to give
Very
it to them.
talented.
What's up, Minister Dan?
There's somebody talented right there.
Yeah.
What's up, fellas? Good to see y'all, man. Y'all tell you, man, the trash bag, it sound like they're from the sanitation department.
It does. It does.
It being that good, they sure need to change that name.
Yeah, I rode by. I was like, man, Rocket City Trash Pandas. What is that?
Rocket
Never heard that before, but
Good to see you, Casey. We miss you when you're not here, man.
Oh, y'all don't miss me, man.
Yes,
Wise don't tell y'all this, but you know he doesn't invite me.
Oh, get out of here.
He doesn't.
I don't know if I believe
what
that.
What I found out is that Wise is actually offended by my beard comments. And me calling him out about his beard. So he doesn't like having me on so often because I feel some kind of way, but it is what it is. I just accept it. And it is what it
fairly
is.
inaccurate. But
That is the last time that you were up here. You was talking smack about the beard. I remember that. He makes a good point, Wise.
yeah.
Have you ever seen? Ask Wise
To
and
be
show you
clear,
his beard.
no. I'm being good today. I'm being
ahead.
good today. Okay. I'm just supporting Jason since he's a guest on the show, since he's not been here for about 3 years. Right. I'm
Absolutely.
behaving myself.
There you go.
Yeah, y'all gonna put some respect on my name, man. That's what y'all gonna do. Y'all gonna put some respect on my name, okay?
Or else what? I know. Don't do it. I know. I know.
On my name.
There we go. I love it.
What's up, Crystal? How you doing?
Okay,
this
now we
morning,
got to
sister?
behave now. Now we got to behave now.
Yeah.
Good
No, hold
morning,
on.
everyone. Good morning, everyone.
beautiful.
Happy Friday. I hope y'all
Amen.
are all doing well. It's so nice to see you all.
Amen.
I need you to drop whatever you have to drop because AT thought he was slick in the private comments. So whenever you get a chance, when he's not expecting it, brother Wise, please drop it for AT.
Oh my
Thank
goodness.
you.
Uh-oh.
Hey, Jack.
I don't like the way she said that. Wise, please don't drop nothing for AT. All right. She means show the video. Don't be dropping it up on your live, man.
I have zero intent on dropping anything.
Good.
On
Amen.
You, sir. Zero.
Thank you.
What's up, Sister Celeste? How you doing this morning?
Hey, love.
Good morning, panel. Crystal, I
bless you,
just want to
beautiful.
say, I can just tell the way this is starting, you and I are going to have to lock in and have each other's back today.
I
'cause
got you, sis.
it already looks like it's going to get rough. So
I got you, sis.
let's just make
Well,
that.
you know, AT.
Yes.
Hey, you know,
Facts
AT.
and
You know,
And-
AT. He has to have.
You know you want that cash advance. Same day approval. You want that cash advance. You better foul.
So now we're just cutting different parts of the video.
This is new. Yes. He won't.
Oh, my
Hey,
God.
AT.
JWhit.
But you worried about the Savannah bananas, but you out there foul. Man,
Don't do that. Don't do that, Jason. Don't do that. Don't come in here doing that.
Thank you.
Them hot pants was looking pretty stout,
Thank you.
Lord have mercy.
Thank you.
What are we doing here, ladies?
That's for that
Bullying is what we're
comment.
doing right here.
That's for
What
that
is going
comment.
on?
Back. Mm-hmm.
Shout out to LJ. Shout out to LJ. She shot me a message. She was like, "You got to make sure you clip up that cash advance." I was like, "Okay, I got you. I got you."
Gee, thanks, LJ.
Wise.
I was so nice to you in the live this morning too, LJ. All those compliments.
Wise, since you got me breaking folks out of Maryland all up the East Coast, I'm gonna start a service. The chat, I'll let you know what the fees are, but it's called the Above Ground Railroad. If you try to take a blue plantation, I got you. I will pick you up. Now there'll be some code words you'll have to use, and we'll travel by moonlight. But
Wow.
Above ground railroad. Oh,
I'm
yeah.
on the
Above
Above
Ground
Ground
Railroad.
Railroad. Yes.
I love it.
I love it. The
that's
above
good.
ground
I like
railroad. I love
I
it.
like that.
Look at that. The folks in the chat, man, I think they want it again, JT. They want it again.
You know why? It's the funny part is you have a Miss Heather Vanderstelt. I was talking about her in my live, but it's a proper name, Vanderstelt. And she's over here and she said, hey. So I see how it is. We got no loyalty anymore.
No, wait. Hey, Wise, wait. Check your likes. Where your likes at, man? You can't be just giving it out for free, man. Are your likes where they need to be? At least half,
I'm not
quarter?
Sure. But my people
Don't insult AT for free. At least make sure you got your likes, right?
Yeah.
Well,
I think you should never play the video until your likes match the number of people.
Oh, yeah, right.
Well, at least a quarter. At least a quarter.
Yeah. I don't know about that. When AT give those little slick comments, he got to get payday.
Well, my sister Crystal, she came in and she asked, she said, hey, you got to get them. I was like, okay. Hey, I got the new one. I got the new one revved up, ready to go.
Oh,
you know you want that cash advance.
So I'm not allowed to say you got to get Celeste or Crystal. I just don't. There's nothing to fire back on. I just got to just sit here and just.
Not as sweet as we are.
That is correct. That's what I'm understanding. That's how I'm understanding it.
Good as we behave on this live. No,
Oh my
always.
goodness.
I'm out here saving people from blue states.
Yeah.
We're saving people.
Above ground railroad.
We're
That's right.
starving the board.
The above ground railroad. I love it.
Yeah.
That is
I
interesting.
like that.
Shout out to Rosalind. Appreciate you, or Rosalind. Sorry
Rosalind
about
Jones.
Welcome.
Thank you, Miss Jones. Appreciate you joining the ARP family. We
Mrs.
appreciate you. We
Jones.
appreciate you.
I
Shout
like
out
that one.
to Chris Schwartz Guitar. Appreciate you joining the ARP family. Thank you very much. Shout out to Mr. Midwest coming through. $2 super chat says, good morning. I think maybe he meant good morning, but okay. We'll take either one.
It could be both.
It could be both.
It could be both.
You know, we'll
Either
take it.
or.
We'll take it. Thank you. Appreciate you, brother. And shout out to, is that Yahweh Ra?
Yes.
Okay. Coming through, joining the ARP family. We appreciate you. Shout out to Uncle Darnell with the $2 super chat says, AT, that doesn't mean he won't do it.
I know he's gonna do it. Trust me. He probably do it right now because of LJ.
We got
Where
LJ with the $2 says, you know you want that cash advance.
Hey, one of these days.
You know you want that cash advance. Same day approval. You want that cash advance. You better file.
You better fall.
Okay.
You know you want
Dude,
that.
he got you in the chokehold, bro. I think
I know.
He got you good with that one. Good gracious.
Yeah, man.
You don't ever tap out though, by all means.
Oh my goodness.
AT, I'm gonna work on.
Please. No, I got AI. I'm gonna put Wise in that guy's place. It's gonna be Wise in the pink.
Oh
pants.
no.
No, he said
Oh
you can't do
no,
that.
no, man, we got. Come on, we're
I would
gonna
never
get you right.
do that.
This is what you do. AT.
Tell me.
You look at the camera and you say, members of the ARP family, I do not want you to send me a video that I could use for Wise, just like Wise uses that for me. Do not email that to me at JWhit@JWhit.com. I will not accept it. Do not email me a video that I could use. Don't do that to me. Don't do it. Do not send me at JWhit@JWhit.com a video. That's what you do. That's how you do it. And I promise you, before the show is over, I promise you, nobody will do it.
You're gonna have to put that speck on my name a couple of times
Oh, the
today.
name will be respected.
I already know.
Yeah.
I already know. Let's get the show started, man. Hit the like button for me. I believe we're at 167 odd likes, man. We should definitely be a lot higher than that, in the main chat anyway. Hit that like button for me. Super chat, super thanks are greatly appreciated. If you want to add anything to the show, add anything to the conversation, if you have any questions, if you would like to see the file, you got to hit that tag
No, at least a $20 super, man. At least a $20.
Hey, we'll do it for $2
cash
just to get AT. Hey, we'll take 99 cents for AT.
Read this super chat. I want to hear you read this one. Go ahead.
Look at Dylan. Thank you, Dylan. $10 super chat says AT rocking the ARP gear and still getting clown. Man, rough Friday, my brother.
Dylan, true words, never been sold. True words.
Yo, and he should. If y'all saw what he wrote in the private chat, y'all know why he should get it.
Oh man.
We're not gonna put him on blast. We're not gonna put him on blast.
I got respect on you. I'll put respect on your name.
That's why he has it on. You know, that way he can just pray about it. He ain't got to worry about this. You know, he can just pray about it.
This thing is gone bonkers already. You said you didn't want it to be a 5 hour, bro. Let's go, man.
It's definitely not gonna be 5 hours.
Because you're gonna be at 5.
Hit that like button.
We not doing that 5 hours because
that was too long.
Hey, justice for 5 hours. 5 hour live streams matter.
I are going to call HR today, and my lunch will be at my desk today.
I'm not saying anything, but they did tell me. Yeah, you're under review, so
Gotcha.
this is
We're
all
working on tightening it up. We're working
kids.
on tightening it up. I got the memo. You know, people. You know how people they got that box. You know the where you can drop notes in the box, and no one has to know it was you. You know, I got a few of those.
We know it's
I got a few, but we know who it is. We know your handwriting.
Yeah,
right. All of them are signed by Celeste and Crystal, right? All of them are signed by Celeste and Crystal.
You don't see Minister Danzel and I up here complaining like that. We ain't going to HR.
Right.
I don't care.
Women
They're the ones want to speak to management.
But you will be called by them as a witness. Okay.
And if you don't want to file again, you will agree with us. Thank you.
You know good and well I'm not going to agree with you. I'd rather take 500 times before I give up who I am.
Celeste, that's number 9. You
That's
know
it?
what? AT's not even getting invited to the wedding now. He's not even invited to the wedding.
Lord have mercy.
I don't go to weddings. Joke's on you.
Y'all are a trip, man. Hit that like button for me, please. Hit that like button. Hit the like button. That doesn't cost you anything to do, but the super chat, super thanks are greatly appreciated. We do appreciate you guys. I want to start with Tennessee. I'm sure you guys have seen the clips. Justin Pearson going viral for losing his mind on a daggone state sheriff. I want to play clips, and you got some folks trying to justify it, but there's one young lady that's not trying to justify it. She called him out and definitely needed to be called out, but we'll start here.
And it was just a complete shit show in the Tennessee Capitol. Just air horns, and someone pulled the fire alarm and cussing, and this was a legal process, and people were just acting straight up fools. And you know what, Black people, you should be embarrassed. I'm embarrassed for us. You should be embarrassed of how you acted, and I don't know why anyone in the country would trust us with governing them with that kind of response. Let me tell you something, you wouldn't have to act so ridiculous and childish and violent if we Black people in America were, generally speaking, trained to compete properly in the arena of ideas. But instead, we've just gotten used to being able to be elected on the color of our skin, instead of learning how to get elected on the strength of our ideas. Democrats haven't required us to have ideas. All they've required us to have is melanin. And guess what? It's kicking us in our asses now. So my suggestion to all of Black America is go out there and get educated and learn how to persuade and learn how to run on the strength of your ideas and not the color of your skin. And then you don't have to freak out like a bunch of friggin' idiot, ignorant babies every time something doesn't go your way. Grow up.
Get out there in the hallways with that state trooper.
This discount Malcolm Luther the King, I mean, he needs to go somewhere and sit down, frankly. This performative campaign ad speech, I mean, it's so embarrassing, and especially for someone, a person of color, as the left would say. I mean, this does not represent the Black community. It's performative. It is a political stunt, and frankly, again, we're not sending our best to Congress or to the state.
What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? You stupid mother.
Justin J. Pearson, and I'm running for president of BSG. There are a few reasons that we're running this campaign this year. One has to do with representation. How can we represent all voices in a conversation? I wanted to do this by partnering with organizations from the Boone Democrats to the Boone Republicans. I want to bring together different voices, dissenting voices, voices that may be more liberal or more conservative, in order that we can reach a point of sort of the radical middle.
Here, you've had 3 strikes laws, mass incarceration, denied us of who we are, and we are still here. And today, you'll take the only majority black district from us. But I want you to know, and I want my nephew, sons, and the future to know, no matter what you do, no matter how much you try and break us and make us bend and make us quit, we will still be here.
I have to yell too, huh?
Okay. And we discounted that statement, and now here we are seeing a black man in Tennessee fight to keep the only black district that they have there being totally erased off the map. And I just think, you know, there needs to be more, you know, those conversations need to be tied together.
There's no such thing as a black district or a white district. It's an American district. You know, people. Again, we vote based on our values, not the color of our skin. At least we shouldn't.
I think what we're seeing here is some political theater. And
ironic that the woman now who is likely going to win the 9th district in Tennessee is a black Republican woman as a result of this redistricting effort. It's likely going to be a black Republican woman who beats that old white man.
Could I make this very simple?
But that's racist?
We're going to come back.
It actually is.
We're going to take a quick break, and then Teslin and Congressman, I'm going to have you both respond. We'll be right back.
Teslin is a nutcase. So
4K.
Like, please.
First off, you have white liberals out there talking about no Jim Crow. That's just
thank you.
That's crazy work.
I wrote it down.
That's crazy work to me. White liberals talking about no Jim Crow. Okay, go do some research. You know, understand your history, white liberals. But you have a black woman that has a high probability of winning District 9 out in Tennessee. But because she's a Republican, it would still be considered racist because she's not a black Democrat. The thought process of these people is just insane. Celeste, I want to give you the first word. What are your thoughts?
Well, first of all, I'd like to say it's saying something when you are too angry and too crazy for the Breakfast Club. So if they are looking for what the angry black woman poster child that they can use for T-shirts and other promotional items, Teslin Figueroa is definitely got my vote for the angry black woman, because when you can't even, you know, when you too angry for the Breakfast Club, that's saying something. As far as Justin Pearson, the performance artist, Tennessee, is he a state rep?
Well, he's a state rep, but he was running for that district out of Memphis,
right,
to be the representative there.
Right. So if we remember, rewind to 2023, he came to national attention because he was expelled from the Tennessee State House because he was in there performing again over the school shooting. And no one had ever seen him or that afro until he came in there wild out and they expelled him. And then he won. After that is when he won the district. 2 tips I'd like to give to the American people. American people, while we're going through this redistricting situation, let's immediately disqualify the people who would benefit on either side. So if you're fighting to save the district that you would win or that you're currently in, we've immediately got to disqualify you because you have a conflict of interest. So you're not a dispassionate party in this conversation. So let's immediately move those people to the side while we're having this conversation. And we might want to just have it with people who are not going to get an immediate gain. And when we do that, what we're going to find, and we'll probably find it all over the country, is that the game is the same everywhere. And what it is the little lie that they've been trying to tell, which is the substitution of the word black to hide the word Democrat. What these people are fighting for is Democrat districts and Democrat power. And they are pretending that they are fighting for Black people to hold Black districts. Now, first of all, let's say that they were earnest in this attempt, and they're not. There is no such thing, and there is nothing in the Constitution, even if you go back to slavery, even if you go back to the 3/5 compromise, there is nowhere where they told you could create a Black district.
Nope.
Beyond creating a Black district, this is even if Black people were the majority there. You can't create it. These people went and created what they call minority majority districts, which means you're not really the majority here, but we're going to reconfigure it in such a way that you can become what you're not. You can become a majority in our attempt to guarantee a Democrat district. I had said this last week, and this may just be the month of May. Maybe May is just going to be about peanut butter. They are spreading us thin, Black people. We are being spread way too thin. They spread us like peanut butter to hide all of their afflictions. They want a Democrat district. They are pretending they want a Black district to get your sympathies and to get you to go out like Representative Pearson and act a fool on the national stage to give justification to the power that they want to illegally seize, because they cannot get these districts unless they draw them in an unconstitutional way, which is an illegal seizure of power. And once again, they want Black people to be the face of their illegal seizure. Stop letting these people use you. If they want to do it, if white liberals want to illegally seize power and defy the Constitution, make them stand up and show their face. Stop letting them hide behind you.
What do you guys think that says about Black people, that the Democrat Party feels that they'll draw a district that's a quote unquote, majority minority district full of Black folks, and they guarantee themselves the Democrat vote? What do you think they think, or what do you think that says about Black people? Crystal, what are your thoughts? And then from there, you can kind of go wherever you want to go.
They just want to, I said it on my video 2 days ago. I said it yesterday. They just want to cage you in. That's it. Everybody was yelling about VRA, the SCOTUS ruling was them trying to suppress the vote. No, they're trying to keep you caged in. That's what they're trying to do. That is why they say this Black district. And as Celeste says, this is all about being a Democrat. That's what it's all about. Because it's real funny. Now y'all gonna make me go on a short little rant. Because I did my research to do my video yesterday. And if y'all caught the video, this is gonna be a repeat for y'all. 51 years Democrats have run that district. Okay. They had Harold Ford Sr., Harold Ford Jr., who were both Black. Then it is now run by Steve Cohen, who is a white Jewish man. Okay. Running that district. 51 years. 26% of the children can actually read. That's basically 3 out of 4 children that can't read. Okay, I just want y'all to know that. Violence, they have taken the crown of the most violent city. Poverty, their poverty is ridiculous. I think it was 22.7% was their poverty. So explain to me. I need someone to help me, because the math isn't mathing. What exactly are you protecting in that district? And that is why it was very interesting to look at the optics of those white liberals. They are yelling about, protect Memphis, Jim Crow, the whole 9 yards. It was interesting that they said that. That's just to show you how much they don't care about you. They want to keep all of those people in that community caged in, making the same bad decision over and over again, because it's not about helping you. It's not about liberating you. It's not about any of those things.
Out their power.
It's about keeping you oppressed, because they will continue to be the Democratic Party that they've been the entire time. The party of KKK, the party of Jim Crow, the party of slavery. The difference is they went from physical slavery to mental slavery. That's what they did. And I mean, the mental slavery has now become your physical slavery, because when your children can't read and all they want to do is be out in the streets taking people's lives at what I think they said 11 a.m. in the morning. Sometimes there are shootings. Like what? So y'all ain't even in school reading? Y'all ain't doing our work? Please, like what's his name said in Black Panther? Is this y'all king? Is this what y'all want? That's what y'all want for your lives? This is the ridiculousness. And then I compared another district, Tim Burchett's district, where the school district is doing well, where people are making money, where investments are coming in. Now, mind you, all of these people have positions on certain committees, and Tim Burchett is bringing stuff into his community, but they would rather see Memphis struggle. Instead of saying, okay, we'll break up the districts, do this, that, the other, and make sure that these people get better. No, they want to keep you in the worst. So when you have that fake cosplaying Malcolm X wannabe, who I just don't understand the Democratic Party. I feel like they give them these bad acting lessons because these fake accents that they come out with every time, y'all need to get y'all refund back because y'all sound fake as all be. Don't nobody believe y'all. At this point, y'all need to stop saying yes to these people because all they're doing is destroying you. Yeah. If Democrat is what you want, then just say you want to be caged for the rest of your life. Be that caged bird. Be that caged bird if you want to.
Yeah, the sister that opened this thing up, she hit the nail on the head.
Yes, she did.
She hit the nail on the head. You are now going to have to compete based off of your ideas, your policy, your agenda. And to be honest with you, we're past time for that to be the case. That should have always been the case. They should not have been trying to, rig it up to where you don't actually have to compete. And that's why nothing gets done in these districts. Nothing gets accomplished. You look at Clyburn's district out in South Carolina. It was poor when he got in there. It's worse now. Nothing changes because these people don't have to do anything. They was like, I don't have to do anything for you. Y'all gonna still pull up and vote for me no matter what. So I don't have to do anything. Minister Danzel, what are your thoughts?
This is why having the right perspective about what's going on is so important. And it's why lies are so dangerous. You tell lies to unstable people and they react crazy. And this is unfortunately, there's a lot more crazy people out there than there are normal stable people. It seems like in some of these cities. And so it results in danger. Think about this. They overstep the bounds of what's free speech and the right to protest. Mm-hmm. When they overstep that bounds and start violating the law, they need to be locked up. Mm-hmm. That is not free speech. That is not a peaceful protest. And when they disrupt a court, a hearing or a Senate hearing or whatever, lock them up. You don't have guards sitting there just protecting them. Take them fools out and let people know that you're not going to go into any kind of government setting and do what you want to do. I think that the passiveness that's being shown to these people who are acting disruptively like that is only helping to promote it. And when you do not stop that kind of reaction, it encourages more people to do it. And then you end up having the whole streets and whole cities getting devastated. So let's lock this stuff down before it gets out of hand. You can protest without being crazy. And a second thing I want to say is that we let these politicians get in public platforms and tell people lies about what's happening. And then the people hear those lies and get angry, and the politicians don't get penalized for that. We got to stop letting these people lie to the public and then let them react. And then you act like you're not responsible for reaction. Trump told the truth and said nothing wrong. And people went to the Capitol and they were all considered insurrectionists. As Sister Crystal very clearly brought out and compared in her monologue. We got to stop letting these people play these kind of games because it's not just rhetoric. It's dangerous rhetoric and it's causing our nation to be put in jeopardy. Now, they want this to happen. They want that confusion as long as they're not in power. The funny thing is that they complain about the laws and rules are not being followed when their so-called opponents do the right thing. But when they violate the law, It's like that's normal. We got to say, listen, you're the one breaking the law. You saw what they did to Trump. Remember, they lied. They did all kind of corrupt things about him. Then when he was running for office, the media was saying, "Are y'all going to try to use your government power to get revenge?" You know, they said that to try to make sure it didn't happen. But the fact of the matter was that they were breaking the law and they need to be penalized for it. And we got to stop let these people play this game, because we're looking to a real serious chaos in our nation if we don't start locking this stuff down. Look at how long it's taking for people that did all this garbage to get indicted. All this time is being taken up. I just saw an interview with what's her name? Powell. What's her name? She was the sister. I forgot her name, but she was talking about how the what's the name that they were they railroaded her because she was trying to protest of the election scam, but
Sidney Powell.
Sidney Powell, thank you. Yes. She was talking about how long it's taking for justice to be served, and you wonder why this chaos keeps going on. You keep on, if criminals know they ain't going to be arrested, they're not going to be prosecuted, why won't they be criminals? And we have a lot of them in our political system right now, and I think it's atrocious, man.
No, you're absolutely right. I want to show these clips, these images here. Give me 1 second. There we go. This is wild, man. Knox County, is that Tim Burchett's district, if I'm not mistaken? Okay, I thought so. And you can see the difference. You know, you can see it. There's a stark difference there.
Yes.
Goodness gracious. I mean, everybody knows, you know, just from the median home value, if you've looked at real estate in Memphis, abysmal. And then people have the nerve to be mad that, you know, you have companies moving in and they're starting to buy up some of the real estate because they're going to turn it around. And they're going to be mad like, oh my gosh, they're going to push black people out of Memphis.
Right.
This is crazy, man.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wise, I sent you that passage. And I think Proverbs 29:2 really, like that could be the theme of that first slide that you showed. And it says, when the righteous flourish, the people rejoice, but when wicked rule, the people groan.
That's right.
And this is that would be the perfect example of this segment.
Excellent.
Like the theme verse for this segment, because this is exactly what we're looking at. Continue.
Yeah. I mean, look at this, man. 26% academic proficiency is insane. Now think about how much money is spent in this district on education, because they're quick to throw money. Quick to throw money. And as Crystal said, look at that, 51 years.
51 years, and they have a paradise. Paradise, huh? It's a shame.
And the first two are black. So you know, I don't know what they want to say.
Harold Ford Jr., Harold Ford Sr., Harold Ford Jr.
Yeah. This will be plastered everywhere.
It should be. This is what's really sad.
Yeah.
Now, if they had Spencer Pratt running, this is exactly what would be plastered. Republicans, wake up.
Violent.
Yeah.
Wake up, Republicans.
Got to do a better job, man. Got to do a better job of getting this information. It's out there.
Yes.
It's out there. I mean, look at this. The national poverty average is 11%. Theirs is at 22, twice the national average.
Wow.
Get in there, JWhit.
So, as I said, I think Proverbs 29:2, when the righteous flourish, the people rejoice. When the wicked rule, the people groan.
That's right.
That should be the theme of that segment right there.
Amen.
And I do want to go back to the young lady that spoke before. And I do, speaking to the highly melanated community, we have been getting played by these people. They actually don't want you to be a learned group of people. You have to start wondering this at this point. Is this by design? Because I don't think we're ontologically not able to learn. So that can't be the case. It can't be that, and you can't tell me that it's all about money either. As a former school teacher, I can tell you right now, it is all about desire and will to learn. You do not, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, because there are failing students in districts that are very well funded, and there are successful students in districts that are poorly funded. That's not the case. It is a desire issue. And you're going to have to start wondering, if you remember the highly melanated community, do they want us to be stupid? Because the young lady said it. They don't want you to argue on the case of your ideas. They want you to be an engine. She didn't say this. I'm not paraphrasing it. They want you to be an engine to fuel their vision, and then they discard you. That's why they got y'all arguing for ICE. I mean, arguing against ICE and such of that nature. That's crazy work. That's why they got y'all arguing for trans, whatever. That's crazy work.
Amen. Yes.
So I think black folk are going to have a come to Jesus, sit down and have a conversation with your family, with your friends, and ask, are they doing this by design? Because once they get their agenda going, you realize they cast you aside.
That's right.
And they're not worried about you. That's how y'all end up seeing these numbers that y'all just saw right here. So there's going to have to be a moment where black people start wondering, why is it that our schools are failing? Why is it that our poverty level is this? Why is it like this? Why is our families like this? But we keep pushing for ideas that really, truly do not help us and do not work in our favor. That's it.
You're absolutely right. JWhit, you are absolutely right. Malcolm X said it back in the day. You put them first, they put you last. And he said this, what was it? He said that in the 60s. He's like, yo, stop supporting these people.
Man.
You put them first. Give them all of your support. In Memphis, 51 years of support, and you have received nothing but piss poor schools and abject poverty.
Yes.
Casey, I'll give you the last word on this. And we're going to keep it moving.
It sounds bad when you say
Brother Wise, do you mind if I nerd out on this one for a little bit? You had said something like a month ago about Memphis, and I didn't know about it. Y'all had said that Memphis was, Crystal just got done saying this again. It was like one of the most violent cities. The education is poor, and I didn't know that. Top of my list was Detroit and Chicago until y'all said it. And so I actually did some research on this. I didn't think we were talking about this today. So in the comment section, I want to double down on what you just showed on the screen when it comes to the education numbers. And I want to tell a story because someone in the comments says, well, Tennessee's a Republican-run state, right? And we've seen that before, even on this show, right? During the call-ins, people say, well, it's a red state, so that's why it's bad. Did you know that if you look at Tennessee overall, including Memphis, it already is in the top 25% of the United States when it comes to the I put all the sources, by the way, down there, Moz. You can feel free to look at it. The NAEP's Nations Report Card is where I get a lot of this data from, along with the Tennessee Department of Education, TCAP resorts, and the MSCS budget and performance data. So don't be mad at me. Be mad at them. Go look it up for yourself. Tennessee is actually doing pretty well overall. But the catch is when you take out Memphis and from Tennessee, and you look at the entire state minus Memphis, they go into almost the top 10 in the United States of America because Memphis is holding them down so much. And so I looked into it a little bit more. I was curious, where would Memphis rank by itself minus Tennessee as compared to the entire country? They are in the bottom 5 to 10% of the entire country, Memphis by themselves. And so when you look at the entire state to say, well, no, it's Republican ran, it's awful, you're not telling the whole story. You have to look as deep as you can, and the data shows that in the area that they're in, let me just read off some of this. This is just so tragic to me. Mind you, the United States as a whole is garbage. So saying that Tennessee's in the top 25%, I will remind you that most people can't read above a 5th grade level. But money-wise, they spend a large amount of money in Memphis specifically when it comes to their education. However, in all of Memphis, only about 1 out of 4 individuals are graduating and meeting or exceeding the level for reading, writing, and arithmetic. The rest are graduating as what we like to call functional illiterates from this area over here. Graduation rate is fine, 84%. But most of them are not capable of functioning in regular society. We see that in Memphis, especially in middle school. 1 out of 10 students approximately are the only ones capable of actually continuing to go on and being proficient at that level. And I say all of that because I look at what the young lady said in the beginning of this video. Minus her cursing, she's asking a lot of great questions about the Black community in Memphis and what they're looking at. And y'all hit a lot of these great points. But I'm wondering, what is it going to take for individuals to sit down, come to the table, and have an honest conversation? And I know the challenge here is if you are someone in Memphis and you're like, hey, pro-Black, love it, hate white people, what you're really saying is, I don't know what I want. You're going to say equality, you're going to say fairness, you're going to say freedom, but when I ask you to quantify that, what's the percentage of Black people that you want in politics before you stop crying about this? What's the percentage of Black people that you need to see in the upper class before you stop crying about this? And more importantly, what does this look like if your ideology on the other side? Are black people always separated in the United States of America by their skin color? Do you have your own communities where it's just black people and white people never have to tell you what to do? We tried that, it didn't work out, right? What is it that you actually want? And they will not be able to answer that because they've been driven purely off of emotion. They will tell you that white people aren't out to get them. And I will remind them the only reason you're in this situation is because white women can't help themselves because they're bored. We saw that in the hallway when they were the ones screaming. I didn't see a single black person in there, Wise. I know it was quick, but I looked at it, didn't see a single one. But I guarantee you, Brittany was out there with her Starbucks cup and with her corky trying to be a hero to the black man. I guarantee she was out there. What is it that you actually need from this? They could look at Celeste's points. She made great points. Celeste always does. You've had this before. So you've had what you wanted and nothing great came from it. But the problem is if you say that, well, you're a coon. You're a traitor. And the worst part about it is in Memphis, if you look at the numbers, there's about 350,000 individuals who identify as black. And if you just, this is a rough estimate, about 200 to 250,000 black people in the city of Memphis identify as Christian. Oh my goodness, we have a very big problem. I can sit here all day and say in Galatians chapter 3, verse 2, there's neither Jew nor Greek, slave nor free, male nor female, but you're all one in Christ Jesus. And you'll say, well, we're black, it's different. And I will remind you that being Jew and Gentile was much more controversial than it was being black in that time frame. But you'll roll your eyes and say black is the only thing that matters. My personal goal as a Christian in this country is to be Christian first, American second, and that's it. All this racial ideology means nothing to me at this point because I want to know who you are. What's your character? What's the kind of ideas you have? Who are you going to be if you live in a community with me? I don't care what your skin color is anymore, and I have no problem saying it. Y'all might not agree with me on the panel, and that's fine. I'm done with it. I am done with it because we now have individuals who will kick you out if you're white and go to their church because they swear they love Christ. But what is it that you, I think it was Crystal or it was Wise that said it. Don't let your blackness be trumped by your faith. That is the mentality that they have down there. They would rather die for the skin color than live for the faith. And that's highly unfortunate.
Oh, absolutely. Well, AT, I'm there with you as well. I mean, when a Teslan Figueroa can get out there and say that being a black Republican is still considered racism. Yeah, we're pretty much done. They're grasping for straws at this point, you know, with this race stuff, I believe at this point, they're grasping for straws.
Desperate.
They are desperate. And then the best part is people are waking up. That's the best part about it. Once you get to a point when you have a conversation with a Celeste, a JWhit, or whoever, and you hear what they're saying, yes, a lot of people will look at, I'm going to use Celeste because I know she wants to get in there. They're going to say, oh, that's cute, Celeste. I hate you. And they'll walk away. But some people will listen. Wow. And what I've learned is that once they hear it, once they listen and actually put on that thinking cap, y'all remember that one, right? Once you put that on, it's real hard to go back to the ideology. Go ahead, Celeste. I apologize.
Yeah, that's the new situation, and it's been coming on for a while. You remember they called Larry Elder when he ran in LA, the blackface of white supremacy.
Yes.
So what we're finding out is they're removing blackness and blackness meaning the victimization and the history of black people away from who JWhit calls melanated people. And that is going to be able to be worn. And the new blacks are going to be white women. You think I'm crazy when I say this.
That's the way she says
honey,
explain it.
Black is going to be the new white women. Because what they're going to say is black, and you saw this from Teslan, black is not going to be biological. And if you go to the foundational black Americans who think of blacks being black as lineage and historical, they are going to move that away from what we have always known as black, which was three things. One was biological, two is historical, and three a lineage. Those things are no longer going to be what's considered black. What will be considered black is what's considered marginalized. And the first to grab the marginalized blackness is going to be white women. After that, it'll be pink pants. But first, the white women will open the door and the pink pants will sashay in. So that's how that's going to go. But black Americans, or what has traditionally been known as black Americans, we will be no more. And particularly if you are a common sense, conservative, Christian, or traditional black American, you're going to become white.
Yeah. Well, Celeste, You're absolutely right, because I've actually heard with my own ears Black people say that someone who is white and a liberal is more Black than someone who is actually Black. I've heard it with my own ears. I've heard it. So you're on it. You're absolutely on it, and that's why I think at this point you just gotta say, you know what, y'all got it.
Black people are about to be no more. They're spreading you too thin. They're going to spread you right out of existence. Just about the time they grab back all their power and they're ready to show their face is going to be just about the time that they're going to take your identity and put it on themselves.
And that's why I kept telling y'all that it's important for us not to let them reinvent words and reinvent meanings of words, because that's one of their superpowers. It is one of their superpowers, and they've got. I mean, anytime you a so-called intelligent person can get in public and say that a man could be a woman, and a woman could be a man, and we let that run as if that's some kind of rational stuff, it puts us in a dangerous position. We got to stop letting them get away with this stupidity and changing meaning of words, and make sure we don't let them get away with it.
I got a question after your video.
No, you're absolutely right. Before you go, AT, Crystal, why you send me this?
I had to send it to you. I had to send it to you.
This guy, yo. This guy, listen to this.
And if that is the case, let me make it easier for you. Let Memphis secede from the state of Tennessee. You don't have to redraw maps when you let us out. Let my people go.
Read the Constitution.
And I'm dead ass serious.
You can't do it.
I had to show it to you.
Do you understand? Do you see how ignorant these people are? So Memphis is going to be its own what?
Country. City state actually is the best it can do. Is a city state.
That's an offense. That kind of offense the government can go to war. They can actually take over that. They can send troops in. You can't do that. That's against the Constitution to succeed. That the founders made that very clear. You can't have a country if people can do that.
Yeah,
it's a serious. That's treasonous. That's something like that you can go to jail for, man.
It is. Even saying that you actually can. And it's also ridiculous. Memphis doesn't produce anything that will let them survive without the United States of America for more than 24 hours. That's a waste of time. Celeste, I actually had a question for you based off of some people in the comment, and it just made me curious. I mean, anyone can take this, but I want to direct this towards you first. Who is a greater threat for the future of the United States politically? Is it liberal Black community or liberal white women?
Ooh, can I say how tough of a question that is? But I'm going to have to go with the liberal white woman.
Why?
The liberal white woman is she is the executor of the grand vision. So I'll give you an example. I'm going to give you two quick ones because I know Wise doesn't want to be 5 hours. And he's not going to blame this on me. But you know what he'll do. But when there was in a place where I used to live, they were looking to create, to give government money to early education. And so they wanted basically to create a way to get a government stipend to get people's children. And it wasn't called pre-K. It was called something. It's national now, where basically at 6 weeks old, they can start taking your children. And they kept explaining how the educational outcomes were going to be great. It was like preschool for even before preschool. Early education. That's what they were calling it. Early education. And this was all the NGOs or the community-based organizations were all headed by white women. All of the white women were college educated white women, easily making above $100,000 a year, running these small community-based or non-governmental organizations on behalf of large donors. So there were always large donors in the background. And when they came to the city councils and all of those elected officials who would be voting on it, they would explain why this was going to be so great for minority children. It was going to give them a leg up, all of this. However, when you ask them, are your children in early education? All of them said no. All of their children They either had an au pair in their home, or they had their children were being taken care of by a small cooperative, like them and the neighbor hired someone in that sense. But they did not allow their children to ever participate in what they were managing or moving the government to on behalf of the marginalized communities. So the only way they are effective, the white liberal women are effective, is because they get Black people to stand up and be the face of something. But the actual movement of the money, the crafting of the idea, and the getting it in front of where it can be voted and codified, that is all the doing of the white women. And they use the Black women as the actors. So basically, they're the producer, director, and script writer. And then they get Taraji P. Henson, Lopez, and Halle Berry to stand up and act and cry in front of the camera.
I was going to say the same thing. They have a greater reach, greater influence. And, you know, there's still some Black people that think that white people's words are more powerful and more righteous than Blacks. They really believe that. And so, so they have
white people don't. That's why they stick Black people up there.
No, I'm agreeing with you. You're absolutely right. That, you know, look at the control they have over Hollywood and magazines, newspapers, and I mean, they're the major people that are doing this stuff. Even in education, they're the ones that are pushing these things in education students. So yeah, it's not that the Black liberals aren't as bad, but they just don't have as much reach and the power and the influence.
Absolutely. I wanted to just say two real quick things. One, Malcolm X said they were foxes, weren't they? That's because a fox looks like it's smiling at you. It doesn't look as dangerous. A wolf has to go in and put on sheep's clothing to confuse you. But a fox will come in there and you be like, "Oh, it's so cute," and it's about to devour you.
My man.
It's about to devour you. Now, the other thing I was going to say, the reason why I gave you that video was because I was like, "Come on now." So y'all are going to secede from Tennessee, and then what? Then want to become a welfare state, like even more so a welfare state, because you can't even stand against
more so. It would only be a welfare state.
That's not rational at all. Not rational at all.
And a welfare state full of idiots. You can't read, can't do math on grade level. There's no businesses there. The only businesses, if I'm not mistaken, I think FedEx is headquartered there, but I would assume that if that was to happen, they would leave.
Oh yeah.
You know,
man, they eat themselves up, man.
Yeah, they do. Let's read some super chats. Keep it moving. Shout out to Laura Robinson coming through. $10 super chat says, "Hey JWhit, assignment understood, challenge accepted. We got you, AT."
Hey, I got shooters down in the comment section. God bless every one of you.
Shout out to Jamodi, $2 super chat. Appreciate you pulling up, man. Hey AT, at least they are not on your forehead today.
I don't know how I feel about that. Like, I want to say thank you, but at the same time, I don't.
Shout out to Uncle Darnell with the $2 super chat says, "I don't ever want to hear anything about J6 again."
Oh yeah,
amen. That part. Amen.
The way those people cut up, oh my goodness! And I didn't even show all of it. I mean, there's clips and clips of these people. They pulled the fire alarms. They were blowing. I mean, you had people that were state representatives that were in there blowing air horns within the actual.
Book them, Danham.
Yeah, I mean, it was crazy what they were doing in there. One lady stood up. You had a sister. She stood up on the daggone table, holding a. I'm like, y'all don't know how to act, man. This is ridiculous.
That was the basis of my video yesterday. I was like, listen, if y'all call J6, what in the world do y'all call this?
You know, the first thing they're going to say is, "But that was the Capitol. This wasn't the same place, so it's different."
That was the state capitol.
That was the state capitol.
Trust me, I know, but that's what they'll say. They don't know any better.
But that was outside.
Exactly.
Well, that's what makes it even worse. J6 was outside for the most part until they did start climbing in. I thought that was a little crazy.
I mean, they opened up the doors and welcomed them in.
They opened the doors and let them go in. I thought I was like,
just stupid, man.
Yeah,
well, they'll say, "Well, no one died. It wasn't trying to subvert the They'll do anything besides take accountability for their behavior."
Now, I do want to say this, and shout out to Uncle Darnell, $2 super chat says, "Dude looks like a broke Morris Day." Think about, I do want to say this real quick. Justin Pearson, could you imagine if Justin Pearson is a white representative and he yells in the face of a black state sheriff and calls him, or state trooper, and calls him boy?
Racist.
He wouldn't make it a block. In Tennessee, he wouldn't make it a block.
mainstream media,
they would have been all over it.
Watching CNN, everybody would have been videos talking about, look at how racist they are. I mean, the double standard. This right here, Justin Pearson really just kind of took the mask off and just let it be known that y'all can stop all of this, quote unquote white supremacy talk and all this other kind of stuff. Y'all can stop all of that. You literally got a pass to yell and scream in a state trooper's face and call him a boy for the entire world to see. And you're not in jail. They didn't beat you with a billy club. Yes. They didn't drag your crazy behind up out of there in any shape way. They allowed you to walk out of there after you called them a boy and you cussed them out.
Yep.
Crazy,
and you walked out of there.
And he wants to be in the Senate. You don't even respect uniformed individuals who work in your state. And you want to be in charge and be given power. The man is 31 years old. He has no business being up there running for Senate because he needs to develop a little bit more.
Can I say shout out to the officer? Because y'all
y'all
know my motto. If he had yelled in my face like that, I would have decked him right in his throat. He wouldn't have been able to say not another word. Not another word.
Listen, let's leave it right behind
2020 Vision $5 super chat says Pearson is such a bluff, so fake, with that fake 1960 struggle voice, so annoying. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. It's like they all get purchased an accent.
They crazy, man.
Shout out to Eric coming through. $2 super chat says Lewis, almost kind, almost over here.
I like that. Good one, Eric.
Shout out to Steven coming through. $2 super chat says protesters are the same ones in Minnesota. Familiar faces. Oh yeah.
That part.
Oh, they travel. They travel. They'll bust them. They'll bust them in the protest in a heartbeat.
And somebody's paying some money for it.
Somebody's paying some money for it. Absolutely. Shout out to Teddy with the $2 super chat. He doesn't be in racism by the way he yelled at the police. Yeah.
Yeah, he don't believe.
I mean, technically that is considered an assault. You don't have to put your hands on the person
battery
in
is
touch
touching
to assault. It's battery to touch. What he did, the fact that he flinched and jumped at the police,
man.
That's an assault right there. And again, dude they didn't put him in handcuffs. They didn't pull out the billy club and put him upside his head.
That's encouraging more to happen.
Yeah.
They ain't deck him in his throat.
Shout out to Paradox coming through. Paradox Frequency, $5 super chat says, y'all preach as a group of black folk, but don't want your votes grouped together.
Y'all preach as a group of black folk, but don't want your votes grouped together.
Explain
we don't
that.
want. I don't understand what he's saying.
Pull
on
that back
one.
up.
Yeah, let me read that again because our votes are put together as American people.
Exactly.
Anybody else?
That's what I'm like.
Am I missing? Trying to say we all are saying the same thing.
That's because we all have common sense and we look at things. We think logically. We don't move on emotions, and we don't judge everything by our skin color, especially when all y'all want. When everybody wants to yell that Martin Luther King said he has a dream. Yes, y'all forgot the part of the speech where it says, "Judge me in the content of my character and not the color of my skin." And we believe that part 100%. So
that's right.
By the way, Paradox, my man, you're the one I was responding to about. You were the one that said, "Well, Tennessee is a red state," so that was for you specifically. I'd love for you. You don't have to pay. I'll try to keep an eye open. I'd love for you to let us know what you're talking about up here. But I will correct you. We're not up here, one, preaching, and two, as a group of black folk. We are Christians, sir. I know that might be hard to accept and understand if you don't believe. And if that's the case, by all means, be upset. You're just not going to understand that unless you believe. So I push back on that one. Hopefully you're still here and hopefully you feel like elaborating.
Slide up here on Thursday.
Yep. And pull up on Thursday if you really like to have a conversation. Shout out to Karen Elliott coming through. $5 super chat says, morning ARP family. My state, Oregon, is a hot mess. We've had dim leaders for over 30 years, dominated by two blue cities. It's not working. I can't think of one that is working. Shout out to the Memphis conservative coming through. $5 super chat says, maybe now they'll stop calling me a sellout here when they see my bumper sticker now that the numbers and the truth coming out.
How's he going to say that and not tell us the bumper sticker? How you not going to tell us what it is?
I know. Maybe
I'm so curious.
Maybe she got the Trump 2024 bumper sticker on it or something. Shout out to Hunter coming through with the $10 super chat says, you have white libs yelling no Jim Crow and some black people there was carrying Confederate flags. What kind of fever dream alternate universe we woken up to? Do these people not read history books?
They don't read, Hunter. They can't read,
Hunter.
They can't read. 3 out of 4 of them can't read.
Yeah, right. 26% is not proficient. So
shout out to Uncle Darnell coming through. $20 super chat says the benefits of discipline, increased productivity, enhanced mental health, superior decision making, and improved emotional stability. As a Marine, I learned that pain equals discipline. These folks need discipline.
Amen.
Oh, yeah. Amen.
They
that was a
That's
bar
a
right
man
there,
after
Uncle
my
Darnell.
own heart right
That
there.
was a bar right there.
And that's why I said deck them in the throats. My dear brother.
Discipline does not immediately mean violence, Crystal.
Yes, constraint, Crystal.
He said pain equals discipline. There was going to be pain.
That's not the pain he was talking about, Crystal.
There gotta be some consequences and some repercussions.
Crystal said we can solve all these problems. Y'all line up and look up to the sky for me real quick. Let me get a good shot at that throat.
Oh my goodness. Shout out to Papa Dodd coming through. $2 super chat says, is Freckles want to be melanated? See wise, I'm trying.
Hey, Celeste, you gotta help Crystal. She gotta get elected, right? She
can't be out here decking people in the throat. Come on,
they're gonna show up saying, deck him in the throat.
Deck him in the throat. See, is this who you want representing you? She'll cut you.
The worst part is some people will vote for that. I would. Just be,
Shout out to I'm DeAndre. Shout out to you, Dre. Appreciate you pulling up this morning. He said the 3 R's: reading, writing, arithmetics.
Arithmetic. I think it's arithmetic.
That's ignorant, man.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, shout out to Eric with the $2 super chat says Memphis, where I can finally find black groceries. Oh my goodness. Shout out to Jeff from It's Not Your Fault, Al-Anon Recovery Channel. Jeff will be on the show on Tuesday. Be on the lookout for him. Shout out to him. $11 super chat says Jesus sees no skin color. Great points, AT, and no disrespect about my Army daddy comment yesterday. The inner ribbing of the branches is as old as the branches themselves. Be well, sir.
Now, Jeff, my man, first of all, thank you. I appreciate that. Which part of my personality has ever showcased that I take anything that they do to me up here personally? I know I have nothing but respect for the United States Navy. And if anyone talks smack about the Navy, and if you didn't wear that uniform, we're about to have a very serious problem. I love my sister branches. We rib on each other because we respect each other so much. Yes. No apology needed, sir.
Hey,
nothing but love.
We're part of the 8% AT. You know what I'm saying? Only 8% has ever rocked the uniform.
Closest fraternity, sorority, whatever you want to call it, since they're both the Illinois, but closest group of individuals in this nation, hands down.
And you're protecting our lives. We all respect you.
Absolutely.
I'm there with you.
I can't go.
Hey, Celeste already said, hey, nope. I'm standing behind you, at all costs.
I'm in the middle of this HR thing. I'm tied up right now. I can't go.
I can't go either because then I get thrown the bricks for decking people in the throat. So
yeah. Shout out to Francesca Manning. Thank you for the $10 super chat. Says, oh my goodness, Celeste. You be on it with the knowledge. Glad you're who you are. I truly admire and appreciate your dedication to learning and sharing with us.
Amen.
Thank you.
Yes, right
now.
Thank you, Francesca.
Absolutely.
Amen.
Absolutely. Papa Dive with the $5 super chat says, Pink Pants, AT, don't let Celeste make fun of your fashion choices. You be you.
Why are you coming at Celeste like that? Like, Celeste has a great fashion choice. Celeste dresses very nicely.
No, that ain't me. That ain't for me.
All you.
I see you, Papa Dodd.
No. Papa Dodd said, don't let this woman make fun of your fashion choices. Look at how she dressed. And that's the way I took that message.
Yeah, no. Well,
yeah, no.
Papa Dodd, hey, I need you to come up here and correct us, sir.
Writing arithmetic crew.
Papa Dodd. Help me, Papa Dodd.
Or rapping, robbing, and retaliation.
Great.
Appreciate you, Eric, pulling up $2 super chat. Memphis, territory of Democratic Socialist New York.
I see it.
Man, they might love that. Shout out to Jeff. It's Not Your Fault. Al-Anon Recovery Channel. $11 super chat says a far left white woman named Margaret Sanger looked black people in the eye and said they should be gone. And she's a hero to them.
And they follow her. They support her ideology.
And they're still supporting it.
Yep, you got black people to help her.
Yep. Shout out to Billy W. You've been a member for 13 months. Shout out to you, Billy. Thank you. Thank you for the space to grow and learn. You are welcome. Appreciate you, Billy. Shout out to Kung Fu CJ coming through, $5 super chat. Says FBAs always want to separate. They need to sit down somewhere.
Yes.
Shout out to Squirtle Power. Oh, Squirtle Power. Is that? Yeah, it is Squirtle.
Squirtle.
Squirtle
Right.
Power. Okay.
Pokemon fan.
Squirtle. Okay, is that Pokemon? I don't know nothing about no Pokemon. $5 super chat says, I'm a professor and it's terrifying to see the inside of the liberal machine every day. They use Black folks as puppets. And I do want to say this.
Good to hear that come from.
You know, we're talking about, you know, obviously, you know, Black liberals and things of that nature. But I do want to say this. The education system is failing the children of all races. I had a young man come to my house yesterday. You know, he was selling some, you know, I don't want to put his business out there because he might watch the show, but he was selling me something and he was asking me, asking for my address. And he asked me how to spell Murphy. And I'm like, wait, mind you, this dude's in college studying to be an accountant. And I'm like, really, bro? And
Did you say he went to your house to sell you something, and then going to your house, he asked you your address? I'd have stopped right there.
Yeah. Right. I'm just like, wow, man. The youngins are in trouble, man.
Yes,
they can't even spell basic words, man. They're in trouble, man.
They'll be teaching children. That's the part that terrifies me.
We really should do a show and maybe just carve it out one day specifically on education.
Yes, I'm down with that.
What I have always called the killing fields. It is really diabolical what is happening to children on behalf of so-called state-sponsored education. It is terrible, and they really are being programmed. This isn't suggestive. This is actual high-level psychological programming for slavery independency. It's terrible.
If we do that, Celeste, we need to call name. We need to name these professors and teachers, call them out, because that's going to do the damage. They can't be hiding behind an education system. No, these are people in the education doing it. Correct. Call them dudes out by name.
We can start with the teachers union.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Got to go.
Yep. Shout out to is that Francesca?
Francis.
Oh, Francis. Goodness gracious. Thank you. Thank you, Francis, joining the ARP family. Appreciate that. Appreciate you. Uncle Darnell, $2 super chat says, Nisi caught me violent, but I love the attitude.
That's Uncle Darnell. That's the kind of energy that sounds like beat me a little bit more because I love the way it feels. Come on now.
Thank you, Uncle. Hey. Thank you.
Shout out to Jeff with the It's Not Your Fault Al-Anon Recovery channel, $11 super chat. Suddenly Democrats are pro busing. LOL. I had to. Shout out to Jason Beatrice coming through, $5 super chat, says the leftists don't care about right from wrong. They only care about getting their own way. You're absolutely right there.
So true.
About winning. That's it.
Shout out to the Memphis Conservative, $5 super chat says bumper sticker says at YouTube, the Memphis Conservative. Oh, okay. Got you.
Yeah, so that might get people up in arms.
Oh, yeah, I could see that. The Memphis Conservative. Hey, Memphis is what? Memphis is probably close to being like DC as far as when the ratio of Republicans to Democrats is probably a 90%, you know.
I think DC is 94.
Yeah, wow. So it's probably close there. We could look that up.
Nobody can justify the 6. So I think it's high. Nobody knows 60% of anything.
No, nobody knows 6 folks.
Right. So I think that's a lie.
Shout out to Jay-Z joining the ARP family. Appreciate you. Amen. Thank you very much. Papa Died, $2 super chat says Crystal brings a big stick. All righty. JWhit gifted 5 ARP family membership. No, gifted 5 JWhit podcast memberships. Okay. All right.
Bless my people. Bless my people.
I can dig it. Shout out to Jamodi, $2 super chat says, we love you, ARP. Praying for you guys. Keep it up, man. Thank you, Jamodi.
Modi, I got your stuff. I got your stuff. Your book is coming.
It'll be on the way. What up, Squirtle? $2 super chat says, I'll pull up as a guest speaker. This is my area.
That's a professor. That would be great.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Shoot me an email, Squirtle, if you could. Shoot me an email. And we'll see if we can make that happen in the very near future. Shout out to Teddy, $2 super chat says, AT, the foul dance is what Navy bros do out the sea.
See, I want to say something, but I know I'm going to get punished for it, Teddy. So I'm going to say it anyways. You're absolutely right. They do. They issue the pink pants, actually, before they go out on the sea. Go ahead. Play it. Thanks, Gary.
Hey, 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 hey. Foul, 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 foul. Hey, 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 hey.
It's like a recruiting commercial for the Navy every time you play it. I love it.
Oh, no. That was wild, man.
And thank you, Papa Doc, for the $2 super chat. Says it's so cute when AT thunks. I'm on his side. Yeah.
I guess the U is right next to the I on the keyboard. Okay, I'll let that one slide.
Yeah.
You know you want that cash advance. Same day approval. You want that cash advance. You better foul, 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 foul.
That girl is trying so hard to be a part of that video, and every single time you see it.
What girl?
Goodness. Exactly.
I like that clip better. You know,
I know
that pause. Cash
You know,
No, Celeste, I wholeheartedly disagree. It's a horrible video from start to finish, but I'm happy that you enjoy it.
I like that one better.
I love it too. That pause and then he leans in.
He works. That cash advance. Come on now.
Cash advance.
You want that cash advance. That is hilarious. We'll be right back with Ask Me Anything.
Come on.
Ask me anything. Hi, welcome back to Ask Me Anything. This week's Ask Me Anything is part 2 of an previous Ask Me Anything discussion. There was a time about 3 weeks ago when we were talking about the idea of demography and people moving from blue states to red states and some of the impact that is having. And specifically, I wanted to look at it in terms of marriage. Marriage rates tend to vary based on geographic location. It seems that all places are not created equal where marriage is concerned. In fact, living in some areas is likely to reduce your chances of getting and even staying married. And people should know this. Not only you're moving for financial reasons or where you currently live, we tend to know the economy, the job situation, but we don't pay as much attention to some of the social impacts that living in these areas have. So based on demographic research and cultural analysis, there are 5 distinct characteristics commonly found in liberal or progressive cities that correlate with lower marriage rates. And they are lower religious affiliation and attendance. What they're calling is secularization is one of the strongest predictors of delayed or foregone marriage. Areas with fewer churchgoers and higher rates of religious disaffiliation tend to have more cohabitation in single living arrangements rather than formal marriage. The second is higher educational attainment. And here's the key, especially among women. College-educated individuals in liberal cities often prioritize career stability and self-development before marriage. This tends to delay marriage to later ages, even if eventually marriage rates among the higher educated may recover somewhat. So you have to think about that. Part of the reason that there's this delay in getting married in these areas is because the cost of living is so expensive. It makes people prioritize being put in a career and on a track where they're going to keep and continually moving up so they can earn the greater salary so that they can actually afford to live and enjoy those the amenities in the places they're living in. So that's why there's such a delay of people are like, I've got to pay off my loans and I want to live in a safe, particularly women, in a safe and good area. Then that means I'm going to spend my first 5 years out of college, which may take you to 26 years old, working like a dog so I can get to that second and third job that I'm trying to get to, which is really going to give me the pay that I'm looking for. The third is economic structure, emphasizing professional and knowledge sector jobs. This is interesting. People think that if you have a higher education, you're more likely to get married. Not exactly true. Urban economies lean towards individualistic, flexible work cultures that reward geographic mobility and autonomy, which can discourage early family formation and long-term partnerships. So if you have a skill set that allows you to move around, what does that do? It makes you less likely to situate yourself in a community. If you know you're really only going to be in this city for 3 to 5 years, and then you're on to your next higher paying job, you may not invest yourself in joining a church. You may not invest yourself in what's going on locally and learning how to form your local community, which means you're not going to meet people. You're not necessarily going to be on a team and meet one of your teammates' sisters, and someone's going to set you up from the church. All of those things where you can meet someone and put down roots and begin to say, okay, this is where I am. This is what job I do. This is the lifestyle and income that I have. And now I'm ready to put down roots and begin a family. It's very difficult to do that in your young years when you keep moving around. So that's why that makes those areas not favorable or not likely for marriage. Cultural attitudes favoring individualism in non-traditional family structures. Liberal environments are more accepted of unmarried cohabitation, childbearing outside of marriage, and alternative relationship models. This reduces social pressure to marry. So when you live in these places, there's no prioritization from your church. You're not staying in a community long enough to get any prioritization there. And the accepting of any other kind of family structure is okay. And also the last one is high housing and living costs. We talked a little bit about this, but major liberal cities such as New York, San Francisco, Boston tend to have expensive housing markets. The financial strain makes forming dual earner family households, especially raising children, more difficult, leading some to delay or avoid marriage altogether. On another episode of ARP, we talked about how the housing codes in many of these cities are built in such a way that the only thing that you can produce, a builder can build, is a 1 and 2 bedroom small condo type areas, single family housing, which is traditional for where people who want to get married and start raising a family that would include children would need, are being socially engineered out of cities. It is unaffordable, and it seems as though they don't want you. So together, these traits, all of these characteristics, secularization, education, career focus, liberal social norms, economic, individual, and high cost of living, all work together to produce a culture that values autonomy and self-realization over traditional marriage. In many of these liberal or progressive cities, there are many traditional or conservative people who do not realize that they live in a place that reduces their chances that their children will marry. Where you choose to live matters. I believe many people are beginning to understand that geography is destiny and are moving away from progressive cities for these and other reasons. This has been Ask Me Anything. Please send your question or request to askmeanything4547 at gmail.com.
I'm a poor person. Of course I carried before I married.
My name's Haley.
My name's Matthew, and we're pregnant.
What did he say? I'm a poor person. Of course I went to college. I'm a poor person. Of course I buy depreciating assets. I'm a poor person. Of course I'm getting divorced. I'm officially I'm a poor person. Of course I don't raise my kids in the home with their father.
You are not.
I'm a poor person. Of course I don't restrain myself sexually. Duh.
And he'd be like, damn, I wish I had some head. I'd be like, yo, bro, I got you.
I'm a poor person. Of course I won't read The Ass Backwards Way to Move Forward.
I love that commercial, man.
That's JWhit over
I love
there
it.
with the vacuum cleaner.
Good information, Celeste. Excellent, man. Thank you.
Well done. Well done.
All right. Yeah, that was awesome, man. That was awesome. I want to keep it moving, and for the sake of time today,
we're getting close to that 5-hour mark. Let's go.
No, we're not going. No, we're not going to do that today. We're not going to do that today. And we still got Gutter Buddy of the Week to get into.
That's right.
I want to play this clip from Governor Moore. I don't know if you guys had a chance to see it, but I mean, this is ridiculous, man. He's on the PBD podcast, and he gets asked a very simple question. I want you guys to hear his answer.
Son comes in saying he wants to transition. What do you do?
Well, first, I mean, if it's my son, so I love him regardless, right? And he's always going to have my undying love. That's me, right? I want to make sure that I'm involved in understanding where he is, how he's feeling, the way he's feeling, why he thinks it's important. If this is a journey that he wants to go down, I want him to always be comfortable in his own skin. And I want him to always know that he has a partner in me to help him along that journey.
Would you advise him to wait till he's 18?
If this is how he is feeling, and I feel like I'm closely tied to him, I'm not going to advise him on something that he feels is
at 14 years old, Wes.
No, I understand it, but what I'm saying is, the most important thing for me is I want him to feel safe in his own skin, safe in his own decision making, but also know that at 14 years old, I want to be involved inside of that process as well. I'm not going to condemn him nor castigate him. I'm not going to kick him out of the house. I'm not going to do anything that's going to hurt him.
Yeah. So
but I just want to make sure that I'm involved.
I vote for him for Gutter Bunny of the Week.
He's not even. He was going to, I found him after the fact because if I knew that was going to happen, he was going to be in Gutter Bunny.
Hey, Crystal, remind me, who is that again?
That's
Governor Wes Moore.
His old governor. That was his old governor.
Why you gotta say it like that? But Wise is happy to be free from that area.
That's why I'm saying
he has no ties to there anymore.
I want him to smile because he gets freedom from that crazy.
That man, Wise, I know you're gonna pick somebody, but I just gotta say that's the weakest man I've seen in a long time on television. You have no business being a dad. You have no business certainly being in charge of anything. He did say some stuff. Yes, you should talk to your child if they come up to you, right? Obviously, you should constantly be talking to your kids. That shouldn't be new information. You should know what's going on in their lives. You should make an environment where they're comfortable talking to. All that stuff is true, fine, right? But 14-year-old doing that, even an 18-year-old, honestly, that shows me that as a dad, because he kept saying his feelings. Okay. Your son feels like committing arson. He really, really loves fire and the way that it looks. He believes that's a part of his personality. His entire life, he's loved to watch the flames lick the sky. And he says, Dad, I want to go commit arson. Is that cool with you? He's going to say it's illegal. Okay, fine. I don't want to commit arson, but instead, I want to teach people how to start fires. It's not against the law. What they do with that information is completely up to them. Dad, can I do it? He should hopefully say no. You know that children can do certain drugs in some of these states, right? Hey, Dad, I want to do drugs. This is for the ladies out there. you should ask this question on the first date. You really should. It will save you so much grief and headache, because if you have a guy who says, hey, you have a 14-year-old son who wants to transition and become a woman, what is your answer? Well, my answer is, first of all, where did you get that from? Right? So you can never be around that place again, right? If you're in school, you won't be tomorrow. I assure you, the sun will not set where you're around those individuals. I want to know them by name, who you got that information from. And two, absolutely not. But let's talk about why you feel this way. Let's figure out, like, do you know, maybe I failed to let you know what your role is as a young man. I get that you're not going to like it sometimes. I get it's going to be hard sometimes. But no is the answer to that. And then I have to be in your pocket for the next 4 years of your life so you don't do this at 18. This is disgusting. This is mental illness. And we have to make sure we're still talking about it that way. Because if not, they're trying to make this normal, y'all. They really are.
Oh, yeah. And anybody that's on the left, Democrat-wise, if you want to ascend to a higher position of power, you have to capitulate to this crazy, wicked agenda. You have to. If you don't come out and say that, hey, I'm okay with allowing this to happen to my children, you essentially have zero chance of ascending to a higher position within the Democrat Party. On the flip side of that, if you're on the Republican side of things, or considered a conservative or something along those lines, saying the opposite will get you bolstered and boosted. So right there in itself, that right there just lets you know what side you actually need to be on. Because we have one side that says, hey, you have to affirm one of the most craziest, wicked, demonic agendas out there. You have to affirm it. The other side says that, hey, we won't accept you if you do.
Yeah.
That in itself is all you need to know. You know what I'm saying? About the parties. That is about all you need to know at this point. Right. I mean, obviously you could go down a couple of more agendas, but that one right there is enough for me. That's enough. Minister Danzo, I'll give you the next word.
Hey, listen, what you notice that when he asked the question, the response did not include any words about the dangers of that process. It's all about how he feels. I would have said, dude, do you know what you're talking about? Are you really aware what you, first of all, where did you get the idea from? And do you understand the consequences? I would have took that son, that boy, to every video I can show and every document I can show or documentary I can show on the consequence of making that dumb decision. And then I'd say, no, you were born a man, you're gonna be a man, and we're gonna work on that. That's love. Love is not saying whatever you want, I'll support you in it. That's stupid. It's just plain stupid.
He's not wrong.
You're not wrong, Minister Danzo. I do appreciate PBD asking the question and just letting the man talk.
Yep,
that's right.
I appreciate that, man. Hey, ask him a question. Let him try to work this thing out in his own brain. Let him do it. JWhit, what are your thoughts?
Absolutely. That's a great segment. Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God, the Lord is one. You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul and with all your might. And these words that I command you today shall be on your heart. You shall teach them diligently to your children. And you shall talk to them when you sit down in your house, and when you walk by the way, and when you lie down, and when you rise up. You shall bind them as signs on your hands, and they shall be like frontlets between your eyes. You shall write them on the doorposts of your house and on your gates. Mr. Westmore has told us and demonstrated to us that he is not ruling his home in a godly manner, that his child would come to him with such an asinine, insane request. That the world, the culture has squeezed his son into this crazy form. And he's sitting there like, well, it depends on how you feel, son. Sir, you have, that is a sign that you have failed as a father.
That's right.
You have failed. You've dropped the ball. You do not qualify as a dad. You should not get a gift next month for Father's Day, even if it was a bad tie or a macaroni necklace. It doesn't matter. You shouldn't get that. You don't deserve it. Mr. Westmore, you don't. Amen. And I dare even say you probably need to be excommunicated. You need to be brought under church discipline. There you go. That's it. Because I'm sorry, sir, there's no reason for that, to allow the culture to get in that hard. Now, your children are little sinners, right? They're going to do sinful things. And when he gets older and he gets 18, he's going to probably still be sinning. Well, I guarantee you, he's going to be still sinning, whatever way it is. But this right here is a proof positive that you have no clue what you're doing. And the fact that you sat right there at PBD and gave no biblical no, not even an inkling of, tells me a whole lot about Mr. Westmore.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Crystal, what are your thoughts?
I enjoyed that clip so much.
I'm glad you used it. Yeah.
I'm gonna be quick and hurry. One of my favorite shows is Lie to Me. The reason why I love that show is because it teaches you about reading body language. So then after I watched that show, then I went to go study body language. And if y'all actually go back and watch that video, Governor Westmore believed nothing that he said. That's why the whole time he was doing like this as he was talking, because he did not agree with what he was saying. But 1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 10 does say, for the love of money is the root of all evil. And since he wants to keep getting that money, that man don't want if his son came to him and said that man don't want his son to do that. He sat there and lied because we told you that those people over there are enslaved. They are enslaved. They have to say what the master says. Even if they don't agree to it, they gotta say what the master says. And so as much that question, if you saw his face, he had to stop, he had to brace himself. And even though he was saying, I would support it, I would this, his head just kept shaking no, because he knew that is not what he would want for his son. Train up a child in the way that they should go, and when they're older, they will not depart. This is why you're supposed to talk to your children. Listen, I know people. I have been in situations where, because the education system, the world that we live in, they're trying to push that on children. I've had to have these conversations. Let me explain how this works. No, I know the world tells you this, and that ain't real. I had no problem. And that is what a parent is supposed to do. You're supposed to do the hard stuff. And the hard stuff is you need to tell your child the truth. You don't sit down there and capitulate to your child. They are children. They need to be trained. But as I said, Governor Westmore told it himself. He believed nothing that he said. And I saw somebody in the comments said, why would PBD platform him? PBD wants people to see how ridiculous some of these people are. I just want y'all to know that.
Absolutely. Well, and the thing is that the platforming question is a liberal question. Liberals say, why would you platform someone? PBD's job is just to be a person in the media and ask questions and get people to talk, which is exactly what Minister Denzel says. Just ask them questions and let them speak. And now we get an opportunity to see how ridiculous this dude is. And if he ever decides that he wants to run for president, that particular 2-minute clip will be ran a multitude of times to say, this is the guy that you want. This is the guy you want for president. Really? Okay. Exactly. Yeah. Okay. And I don't want to hear anything about, oh, well, we got to support the black man. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
Look at Minister Denzel. Look at Minister.
What was that?
That's not real, right? That's not real.
That's
very
real.
real.
That's real.
To that song.
Yes, yes, to that song.
Real.
That's very real. So don't have me bust out laughing like that. I say that's my home laugh, not for everybody to hear. I couldn't even contain myself, girl.
Was that in the government office or what was that? What was going on there?
That was election night.
That was election night after he won the governor's seat.
That's how we celebrate as the governor of a major area where people are looking up to us to make important decisions that have to do with our livelihood.
Correct.
That's so highly unprofessional. It truthfully is.
The first black governor of the state of Maryland.
And that's what he
And that's how he celebrated?
Yes.
We couldn't have a good speech. We couldn't bring people together in unity, plans for the future. No, we're going to break it down to some music that I danced to in the club back in the day.
Trump is crazy. Trump
all he needed was pink pants. All he needed was pink pants to come out there and blow the whistle with him. He just needed pink pants right there. That would have been
Pink Pants would have showed up to her too. He needed to live the dream.
If you go watch it again, you can start seeing the
good.
sweat on his brow.
No, I'm good.
He was getting it for his life. He was
it was for him. Yeah.
No class at all, man.
Hey, I'm just putting it out there. Teddy voted for him, so just so you know, I'm just putting it out there. I did. He didn't get my vote. He didn't get my vote. Go ahead, Celeste. We'll give you the last word on this. We're gonna keep it moving.
I sent that to Wise because I was finally able to find it. I was looking for it like 2 weeks ago, and I thought they'd scrubbed it, but I found it. And that was the very night that he disqualified himself to be someone that I would ever listen to. As soon as I saw that, I was like, this is over for me. So, you know, I don't know when everyone else came on board. Maybe it's because of this transing the kids, but it was over for me with Westmore on his election night when I saw him sweating on the
dropping it like it's hot
to blow the whistle. I said, oh no. I will say that there's a song, I want to say it's from the 70s, and my sister used to like it. And the chorus of the song was, too much love is worse than none at all.
Yeah.
To raise a healthy child, there is a balance between love and discipline. There is a dance that is always happening between love and discipline. And it's like baking a cake. You can't have more eggs or sugar, or it's a precise measurement that you need for a cake to rise. So if you have a lot of discipline, not enough love, the cake is going to go flat.
Right.
If you've got a lot of love, not enough discipline, the cake goes flat. Right. You cannot bake a cake with too much love. Right. And I'm saying this now to all beta males, beta men, please listen up.
Sounds like a song.
This is a dereliction in parenting to say that you want to be involved and unable to name what you want to be involved in. What exactly, if your son is 14, do you want him to involve you in? We never did get any information on what that would be. And if a child at that age is coming up to you, telling you they want to transition or they're having gender conflict and all that, I actually believe that they have been overexposed to unsuitable conversations, gender and sexual content. This is not a conversation that someone that age should have that much information about. And in fact, it used to be that the less than 1% that could discuss a subject like I don't feel right in my actual body at such an early age was a presentation of mental illness. We knew that if someone that age could discuss something like that, that was a sign that they were presenting some mental illness. So normalizing this type of conversation, what that is doing is it is exposing young people to unsuitable conversations and unsuitable content, and actually slowly ushering them and rewarding them in many cases in their pursuit of mental illness for themselves. It is asking them to explore ideas that dissociate their personality from their actual physical body, which is not healthy for anyone to do. And then if they can successfully separate, then they can explore how to manifest that separation through medical and surgical means that will actually manifest that biologically. But before you can transition to the biological, you first have to do the mental dissociation that is required. And so allowing your children to sit in classrooms, or God forbid in churches or in libraries or wherever these conversations are happening, where you keep introducing these ideas and telling people it is okay to disassociate from you. If you feel like you might be, please let us know. And if you want to change your name, and that old name you used to have is the dead person's name, a dead name, and all of this new language and new culture built around this is really the normalization of trying to get kids to have personality disorders and to disassociate themselves from their bodies, and it is not healthy. And parents who want to be involved in disassociation should be brought up on some kind of charges. So in fact, the state of Maryland needs to blow the whistle on Westmore and send CPS round there that boy.
Yes. Yes.
No argument for me on that one. No argument for me on that one. I wonder what his wife thinks about that statement. She might be in on the grift too, because she wants to maintain that seat as first lady of governor and maintain that seat of power. And, that potential of him, becoming president. There's been a few people out there that have already said that, hey, if Governor Moore runs for president, he get my vote.
They didn't see that. They didn't see the dance.
They didn't see the dance.
They see the dance. That's
yeah. Read some super chats to keep it moving. Shout out to Justin Bundy with the $2 super chat. Says, Wise, did you get me email? God bless this family. I got your email, bro. And we'll get that. We'll get the mic out. My plan is I'd like to go and knock it out today. If not, I'll knock it out tomorrow. But we'll get it in the mail ASAP. And I'll shoot you a message once I have it in the mail. Squirtle Power, $2 super chat says, where can I find your email address? Mods, if you could help her out or help her or him. That's got to be a female. It's got to be with that's got to be. Okay. Help her out if you could with the email address. Thank you to as Cherie 8, been a member for a month. Best channel panel going. Grateful and blessed. Thank you very much. We appreciate that. Thank you for the compliment. Thank you for the compliment. Shout out to the Office of Receipts gifting 5 ARP family memberships. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate that. And thank you to myself gifting 10 ARP family memberships. If you receive one of those, man, let me say thank you. Thank you. Appreciate that. Shout out to Billy W gifting 10 ARP family memberships, as well as Uncle Darnell gifting 10 ARP family memberships. Shout out. You guys, man, you guys are phenomenal, man. You guys are awesome. Also, shout out to ARP for gifting Crystal Beyond Label memberships. If you receive one of those, you make sure you say what's up to your boy.
Yes, thank you.
Shout out to Wanda joining the ARP family. Thank you very much. Now she joined CBL family. Appreciate you. Uncle Darnell, $5 super chat says, Celeste, with your permission, I'd like to call you Aunt Celeste. It has nothing to do with age, but everything to do with maturity. All right now. Celeste is an auntie. Celeste is definitely an auntie. She's everybody's auntie.
Amen.
Shout out to my brother Jeff.
You heard that.
It's not your fault. Al-Anon Recovery Channel, $11 super chat. Be a parent first. Your kids don't need you to be their buddy. Oh yeah.
Auntie Celeste, you got that message?
I heard it, and I just wanted to say, Papa Dow, that doesn't bother me at all. As much as I'm putting on at night with these creams and things, I'll be fine.
Why did you say Papa Dow just now?
Hey, well, at least he didn't say mother. You know what I'm saying?
It was Darnell, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, Uncle Darnell.
That was Uncle Darnell.
Yes, again, I'm soaking at night in all of these creams, so I should be good.
Amen.
Shout out to Jeff again. It's not your fault. Al-Anon Recovery Channel, $11 super chat says, imagine if there were a pill that would turn a BP or a black person white. Would the left support that choice?
They need a Watermelon Man experience.
If they had the pillow went the other way around, there's no world that would exist. They would support that. If white people were able to take a pill to become black, one, they probably wouldn't. But two, if they did, there's no way the left would be able, because then you take away the exclusivity behind it.
Remember Watermelon Man? Y'all don't remember that movie?
I don't remember it. I don't think I've ever watched it.
A white guy that would lay down to sleep and woke up black.
Oh Lord!
Oh wow!
That sounds like a good movie.
Very interesting movie. You got
very interesting. Okay, I might have to check that out. Shout out to DeAndre coming through. Says, "Why is that Westmore clip is a perfect example of when keeping it real goes wrong."
Yes.
From the Dave Chappelle show.
Yes.
Shout out to Uncle Darnell with the $5 super chat. Says, Nisi, got to correct you on the misquote. 1 Timothy 6:10. For the love of money is the root of all kinds of evil. Not all evil. All kinds of evil.
All kinds of evil.
Yes. People always mess that up because they just always say money. No, it's the love
of money.
No, I think he was correcting the all kinds because I just said all evil.
I know.
Yeah.
I was just correcting the.
That's the two mistakes they make.
Because
it's always in the all money and it's all evil, and it's not correct. It's the love of money and all kinds of people. Thanks. Yeah.
And that messes people up because you have a lot of Christians out there that don't believe that we should have resources. But if we shouldn't have resources, how do you help? How do you help the poor? How do you help?
Money answers all things, the Bible says.
Yeah, it does. It's about, are you a good steward with the resources that God bestows upon you?
That's right.
And we got so many people which think they're, there's so many people out there, and we've heard it. I'm sure most of you guys, y'all grew up in certain communities, and you hear, long as I got my bills paid, that's all they matter. That's all they matter. I got my bills paid. But I always question that and say, okay, well, you got yours, but what about helping your brother, your sister, your neighbor? Do you only want the ability to take care of you, or do you want the ability to be able to bless others when they pick up the phone and call you or stop by your home? I mean, it's a pretty selfish mindset to only focus on getting your bills paid.
I just heard a sermon like that this morning, and that was verbatim what the person said. So that's amazing. That's like confirmation.
That's confirmation right there, sister. Shout out to Eric Plummer coming through, $5 super chat. Oh man! All right, now Eric, appreciate you. In a few minutes behind, I'm a few minutes behind, but Wes Moore is a brand liar. His mouth actually goes sideways at times, like a spirit like a spirit is manifesting. Yeah.
That's why I said
if he's running his mouth, he lying. Typically, for those of us in Maryland that I've watched enough of his speeches and I've watched him interviews, ain't a whole lot of truth coming out that dude's mouth.
Amen.
If y'all ever get a chance, watch the show Lie to Me and then watch back this clip. If you watch the show Lie to Me and then watch back that clip, you'll be like, oh wow, he was lying the whole time he was talking. You'll see.
Shout out to Eric coming through, $2 super chat, says Celeste, the cookout dance gave Spamberger. Thank you, Gotcha Huckleberry, $2 super chat, says a spiritual warfare battle trans equal Baphomet equal Satan. Yeah. Shout out to Duffel Bag Spaces in the building. $5 super chat said I couldn't help but notice that I didn't win the completely random raffle. I knew it was rigged, and I'm telling Jesus. I'm guessing on y'all. Hey, Celeste.
Hey,
it is completely random, man. I gotta say, it is completely random.
Spaces, can you tell Wise to stop gatekeeping your phone number? I need to call you. I need some help. Please let me have your number, Spaces.
Oh, well, I can connect you guys. I'll send an email to you. I don't know if I have Spaces' phone number.
So you ain't got to blast them like that in front of everybody. Goodness gracious!
I can definitely, I can get the email over to you. I can make that happen. I do have that.
Celeste, you're the last person to put pressure on somebody for a deliverable. I'm just saying.
We'll be right back with.
You were behind Crystal.
Crystal, you saw that? Did you see that? He is asking for something, and you know what? I'm gonna provide.
Amen.
Uh-oh.
When I disappeared this weekend, y'all heard the threat, right? Testify on my behalf in my memory. And keep going, okay?
The bunny of the week. Yeah. We bring the heat. Hey, hey. Hope it jumping on their feet. Hey, hey. It's got the bunny of the week. Hey, hey. Got the bunny of the week.
Oh, family. We are back for another week of Gutter Bunny where the trash keeps piling up and the bunnies keep it a mess. Time for Gutter Bunny of the Week. And y'all, I know we were waiting for the blasphemous pastor, but people started acting up yesterday and I had no choice. So let's start off with our first one. Barack Hussein Obama, or was it Barry Soetoro, his real name? Barack Obama is back on his high horse as usual, telling everyone he's worried about the Republican Party. Why are you worried about what's going on over here? First of all, the one that supposedly doesn't believe in the rule of law, that's what he calls us, the group that doesn't believe in science, judicial independence, and is tapping into America's worst impulses. If you saw the clip, you know what he said. So let's think about this. The audacity is insane, people, because this is the same guy whose administration allegedly weaponized the IRS against conservatives, gave us Fast and Furious, spied on Trump's campaign with Russian hoax, opened the borders, and turned follow the science into a political cult. Now he wants to lecture us about the rule of law and impulses. And y'all, real talk, like I said yesterday, every time I see him, all I see is a serpent in the Garden of Eden. Smooth words, twisting truth, leading folks straight into a hot mess. Now, let me tell you the projection level of this Gutter Bunny. Master class. In fact, he should be a lifetime Gutter Bunny, Gutter Rat. That achievement has been unlocked. So we're going to put Barack aside and let's see who else is on the list. Now we have Justin Pearson. Y'all saw that cosplaying wannabe Malcolm X's over there? Yeah. He is serving up the ultimate code switch special. 2016 version, clean-cut college kid talking bipartisanship, radical middle, partnering with Democrats and Republicans, bringing all voices together. Check that clip. Now fast forward to today. He's a full militant activist mode, yelling about not taking the majority black district. No matter how much you try to break us, we will still be here. I'm sorry, where were you supposed to go, Justin? Where were you supposed to go? The transformation is wilder than a TikTok filter, people. 1 minute, you're the unity candidate. Next minute, you're auditioning for the squad with the full theatrical rage performance. I guess it's fake it till you make it, huh? Gutter Bunny certified fraud, 100%. Now we go to iPad cheeks, according to our brother Dave. Roland Martin, on his show, after all of this went down, he went full throttle. Republicans voted against condemning white supremacy while claiming they want black voters. Called the GOP the pro-white supremacist party that benefits from the white vote. The whole show, he was animated, pointing, eyes wide. You were like, is he about to spaz out? Listen. Dear Gutter Bunny Roland, every time someone disagrees or wants colorblind policies, it's white supremacy on repeat. Meanwhile, actual issues in your cities, like people can't read, people are dealing with too much crime, poverty is at an all-time high. Your team wants to ignore it. Race baiting for clicks and ratings while pretending it's analysis, that is classic. The Gutter's got a special spray paint tag just for you, professional dividers like this one. And last but not least, y'all saw him on Tuesday, which is Chicago Alderman William Hall, the first-degree corporate abandonment. Remember him? So William Hall is out here demanding Walgreens be charged with first-degree corporate abandonment for closing stores because of nonstop shoplifting and theft. Blames the company for treating our elders and families wrong instead of the thieves that were cleaning them out. Stores get looted blind. Walgreens says we're done bleeding money, and this guy wants to criminally charge the business. Not the shoplifters, not the soft and crime policies, nah. Punish the company trying to stay in business. That's some next level clown logic. Businesses aren't your personal ATM or slaves to bad governance. Welcome to the gutter, Alderman, where accountability goes to die. So let me get a drum roll, please, for our winner of Gutter Bunny of the Week. In last place, we have William Hall. In third place, we have Justin Pearson. In second place is Roland Martin. And the winner, y'all, of course, the ultimate Gutter Bunny in chief for a lifetime, Barack Obama or Barry Soetoro. Welcome, Gutter Bunny. And in fact, I am even giving you a special one, Gutter Bunny and Gutter Rat of the year. Thank you so much, and I'll see you guys next time on Gutter Bunny of the Week.
Gutter Bunny of the Week. Yeah. We bring the heat. Hey, hey. Hope it jumping on their feet. Hey, hey. It's Gutter Bunny of the Week. Hey, hey. Gutter Bunny of the Week.
Welcome back. All righty. It's the three of us right now. I think Celeste is. Oh yeah. All right, Celeste is here. There you go. All righty. That was I mean, I kind of figured it was going to be old Dario. I figured that. I figured that.
Yeah.
Oh man.
He's the only one worth. I mean, that list was full of them, but I didn't see any comments this time that says all the above because he just took it and ran with it.
I thought it was gonna be Obama, but I guess Obama Jr. is good enough.
Yeah. I want to a couple quick hitters, and then I want to get into the last segment. But I don't know if you guys heard about this young lady here, Michaela Reilersdam. I don't know if y'all are familiar with her, but this young lady here, and let me see if we can get it. There we go. We get it pulled up. So this young lady here has been somewhat living a double life as a OnlyFans model and high-end escort. She had a 55-year-old client that paid her $11,000 for an extreme kinky fetish session, and where she bound his limbs, duct taped his mouth, and covered his head with a plastic bag and saran wrap, and basically left him there to suffocate, essentially, for 8 minutes. And he did pass away. She pled guilty to manslaughter and now faces 4 years in prison. This is her husband. You can see this is the hubby. And, a lot of folks try to act like, he didn't know anything about it. But come to find out, he's the actual manager of this young lady who was on OF. And this is crazy, man. Had you guys heard about this?
No.
This is wild. I mean, is this what we've kind of, this is where we are, where men are now, basically pimping out their wives, on OnlyFans for some money? I mean, this is wild, man.
Well, what I'm noticing is that there's a lot of people who are mentally unstable who look normal, and they get into these relationships and they can be taken advantage. There's a lot of crazy stuff going on out there. I think we don't think about how deprived humanity is.
Yeah.
Humanity, man, in Genesis, it says that the 6th chapter says that every imagination of the thoughts of his heart was only evil continually. That's how bad the human civilization was way back in the day. And if you think about that, they didn't have half as much as the technology and the access that we have today.
Yeah.
It's taken this long for us to get that perverted, but I think we're heading into that direction again. There's some sick stuff going on out there. And I think that also people around them who see this kind of stuff going on, we don't talk enough. We don't get involved enough. Everybody want to be up, they want to get involved. But a lot of times not getting involved causes this stuff to be extended and crazy things that happen, man. Whenever I see something around me, if you don't want me to know about it, don't let me know. Because if I know about it, I'm going to talk about it.
Mm-hmm. I hear that.
I'm going to save somebody's life.
I think, and I can say this from when I used to be in the modeling world, there are more relationships with people pimping out their women than you actually know about. Because I remember people that were in relationships, husbands and wives, girlfriends and boyfriends, and the boyfriend was like, "Look, we're going to do a pay per click site, and my girl is going to be like," and I was like, "What kind of relationship is this?" But there was a lot of people that were pimping, and I was just like, the debauchery is crazy.
Yeah,
like,
right.
Do you love her? Like, you want the whole world to see all the parts? I never understood.
Wife swapping.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, these people, they're making, $50,000 to $100,000 a month doing this. And, that goes back to, the love of money.
Yes.
Is the root of all kinds of evil. It's that right there. It was right on time. It was right on time. Celeste, I'll give you the last word. We're gonna keep it moving.
Yeah. First of all, I want to know, what is it that you do on Thursday afternoons? Where are you getting this from? What is your afternoon consist of that? This is somehow the algorithm sent you this, because nobody else knew nothing about this whole situation. You come with y'all heard. No, we didn't hear. You know a thing about that.
It didn't even pop up in my algorithm.
That's exactly right. Somehow they knew how to send it to you. I will say this. I'm with you, Minister Denzel. I think that the depravity, and if you want to look into the enemy gets a special satisfaction from sexual depravity.
Oh yes.
And from debasing women.
Yes.
So I do think that we have to be careful, and we have to check our desires, because the whole trick of it all is to make it feel like, well, since I desire this, that this is natural. This is my nature, and therefore it can't be wrong if I feel it this way. And the truth is, it is your job in life to fight your nature,
restrain your nature. That's
the
right.
Very beginning, from day one, and I mean that literally. You can go to the book; they call it the Bible. Day one, our nature was never good. It was never good. So the point is to acknowledge that to have enough self-realization to say, I know that what I think is natural to me is not good. And it is my job in this life, and this is what is meant by die to yourself. It is my job in this life is to restrain my nature so that I have the opportunity to live what is good, what is beautiful, and what is thriving. And once you can do that for yourself, then your community can restrain itself. Its impulses aren't good. And it can provide an opportunity for you to live in a community where you can experience what is good, what is beautiful, and what is thriving. And when more and more communities can do that and they can restrain themselves, then you have an opportunity to live in a country that can promote what is good, what is beautiful, and what is thriving. So the truth of the matter is doing the work on yourself, restraining yourself is extremely important, not just to you and not just to your relationship with God, but it contributes into the quality of life we all can have. That's just the basics. On the other hand, getting your wife to go tie a bag around somebody's neck and commit murder. I mean, y'all, we can't use you anymore. Okay, just take them away, because there is not a thing. We don't even need to discuss it. God bless you, Minister Denzel. I mean, you are really, more and more, I've become so convinced at what a good person you are, because I'd have been dismissed these people. And you are constantly advocating for their soul. You are, you know what I mean? And I suppose it could teach me if I could learn how to listen, because I am willing to let them go. I can't wait. I'm like, we can sweep them out with the trash. I don't know what kind of sense. Think about what kind of absolute crazy you got to be. The call comes in. Hey, honey, I got this call. Now, this guy wants you to come and duct tape him and get a plastic bag and tie over his head and suffocate him. And he's going to be there at Tuesday at 3:30. I guess we, get there on time. I map quested. We get there. We got to leave 45 minutes in advance. What kind of conversation are you in to have executed this kind of foolishness? Both of those people must go. They must be put away and left away from decent people. So again, we have the opportunity to pursue what is good, what is beautiful, and what is thriving, and we cannot do it with people like this in our midst.
Amen.
No, amen to that. Amen. Hey, Celeste, just so you know, Minister Denzel is Abraham. He is the one petitioning to God. Like, hey, if there's 10 people, 10 righteous people in the city,
take 5, Lord.
If there are 5 righteous people in the city, will you save the city?
That's why I'm going to get him. So he can say where I'm at. That's the whole reason I'm going to get him. Because I know my situation is in question. You know what I mean? 2 or 3 people are going to have to look at my record. You know what I mean? So I know there's going to be conversation. I know he's going through. So I need to be where he, that's going to be one for me. I'll be like, well, they did say you saved. Minister Denzel is going to be one of my first successful rescues on the above ground railroad. So.
Let's keep it moving. I want to play this. This is going to be the last last segment for the day. Is MAGA dead? A lot of people, mainstream media, they do not believe that MAGA is still, a formidable opponent here in this country. I want to play a couple clips for you and get your thoughts, on it.
Absolutely not. No? Do you guys, do you think MAGA is dead? Are you done? No. No. Do you think MAGA is dead? No.
MAGA's definitely not dead. That's probably the biggest joke that I've heard.
So I've heard online that MAGA is dead.
That's bullshit. Bullshit. Not true.
No, this is coming from people who are on the right, who used to be Trump supporters. They've abandoned ship, and they've said that it's happening in droves, and most people are withdrawing their support.
No, not true. Let me tell you a little bit about myself. So I came over to this country when I was 3 years old, came over from Cuba, and became an American citizen, and I love this country to death. Very happy what Trump is doing right now, maybe liberating Cuba soon. So how can you go against any of this stuff when people are being liberated around the world? This is the right president for the right time. And MAGA's not dead. Whoever says MAGA's dead is probably that stuff from the left. You know, they're always coming up with ideas and throwing it in the press and trying to get everybody to think MAGA is alive, very well alive, and especially here in Florida and in South Florida for sure. Miami-Dade County, we love President Trump.
We're asking Trump supporters if they are still with Trump.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Yes, absolutely. There's a lot of online right-wing civil war going on Twitter and I guess it's X now. I'm just so old.
Yeah.
They're saying that MAGA is dead. He has no support. He's lost everybody. No one likes him anymore.
No, I don't agree with that.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Why do you guys still support Donald Trump?
Because I feel like he has our country's best interest. I don't agree with everything he does, but I don't agree with everything that anybody does. I mean, but I just feel like he's here to do the best that he can do for us, our country, our people. And that's why I agree with what he's doing.
Did you vote for Trump?
Did I vote for Trump? Yes, I did vote for Trump. Of course, I had to vote for Trump because I don't vote for the devil.
Okay.
And I'm not saying that Trump is perfect by any stretch of the imagination. I don't agree with a lot of things, but you have to go with the conviction of what God leads you to. God puts the leaders in position. Nothing happens in this world without his permission.
Absolutely.
And what is it? Hebrews chapter 6, verse 3. You know, all things we do with when he prescribes them. He says it's okay to do that. And so that's just a really great thing. And knowing that he decided that we were going to have, or he permitted us to have the last guy. And I think that was because he needed to show us Americans that we have it so well. And when we don't treat that as the jewel that it is, then we might as well just be eating our own vomit.
Okay.
Harry, you were also looking at turnout. What are you seeing in turnout? Why is this significant to this conversation?
Okay, why is it significant? Because we know that within the Republican Party, Trump has that extra strong core, that MAGA base, right? We're talking about approval ratings, depending on which poll you look at, 95, 97, 100% with MAGA Republicans. And here's the thing. They are incredibly juiced up compared to other Republicans. Because let's take a look here. Republicans who say it's more important to vote in 2026 than the usual midterm election. Look at this. 60% of MAGA identifying Republicans say that, compared to just 36% of non-MAGA. So what's going on in these primaries, right? It's not just that you have this core Republican base that really loves Donald Trump. The people who really love him, they're the ones who are absolutely juiced up to go out and vote. They would go over hot coals to vote in those primaries. And you saw that in Indiana, with a clear majority of those representatives who went against Trump on redistricting. Well, they're no longer going to have a job come the next session of that state
So
legislature.
then the question is, do Republicans think that party leaders should be following Trump, or other Republicans should be following Trump?
Yeah, okay, so you see this juiced up MAGA, right? You see right here that his support among Republicans is just as strong as it was going into the 2018 midterm cycle, right? But it's more than that. Republican voters want their party leaders to follow the president of the United States, because party leaders should follow the president's lead. You know, for Joe Biden at the same point in his first term, just 57% of Democrats said that party leaders should follow his lead. Look at this number for Donald Trump. It's 75%, significantly higher than it was for Joe Biden. So it's not just that Republicans really like Donald Trump. It's they want their leaders to follow Donald Trump. And when they don't, as I said at the beginning, you get voted off the island.
Have you regretted your vote for Donald Trump?
No, ma'am. No, absolutely not.
Absolutely not. So MAGA is not dead.
To me, MAGA is not dead. Absolutely not. And I know there's a bunch of people online saying that MAGA is dead, you know, screw MAGA and all the above. Personally, I don't believe it. And I do believe that people are still following MAGA with their hearts. They know what's right. They're doing the right thing. They're true-hearted Christians, and they know that Trump is going to lead us in the right direction. And so I have faith that he will continue to do the right thing, especially with this whole war in Iran. You know, everything you see online isn't always true, and that's just what I believe. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. So
okay. Until Trump has proven that this war was a mistake, you're going to trust him.
Absolutely. Yes, ma'am.
All right. So. And if evidence comes to light that it was a mistake, you have no problem saying we shouldn't have done this.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
So I'm following him all the way until the end. I mean, he's a president for a reason. I think God put him in that place for a reason. So it's up to him, not us.
So I've heard.
You just have such courage. I admire you.
Where's your red hat today?
I don't have one, and we just saw them in the store, and I said to my husband, is anybody wearing those? And here you are.
It's a sign. A lot of people have been telling us that MAGA is dead.
In my book, it's not. I pray I'm right.
You are
because
right.
With the elections coming, when I see people your age saying just that, I have hope. It's your future. We're old. No. It's you, your kids in the future. Keep it going.
When people try to tell you that MAGA is dead and the conservative movement is dying, don't listen to those fools. Just look at last night's Indiana primary elections. 5 rhinos lost. Every single one that Trump backed beat the weak-ass Republicans who refused to redistrict Indiana, which Trump was calling. So when they tell you, oh, MAGA is dead, don't listen to them. Just look at what happened last night. You love to see it. It is awesome. MAGA is alive and well, and I can't wait. I can't wait for November. It's going to be a bloodbath. Let's go.
By Trump-backed candidates in Ohio and Indiana sent another unmistakable message that much of the political class and legacy media continue to underestimate. Donald Trump's influence over the Republican base remains extraordinarily powerful. What makes these results even more significant is not simply who won, but the growing frustration among voters who feel Democrats have become defined more by opposition to Trump than by a compelling vision for the country itself. Remember what Barney Frank, an ex-congressman, is saying on his dying bed about Democrats. Remember, relentless outrage is not a governing agenda. Fear is not a long-term political strategy. And anti-Trump alone is not a message capable of inspiring working families worried about inflation, crime, immigration, energy costs, education, and economic survival. Millions of Americans may not agree with every aspect of Trump's style of rhetoric, and they don't, but many believe he fights, acts decisively, and understands their frustration with institutions they no longer trust. This is the moral and political reality Democrats must confront honestly. You cannot build a durable movement entirely around resistance to one man while failing to clearly articulate what you are for. Until Democrats reconnect with everyday Americans, beyond elite circles, media applause, and ideological purity tests, nights like this will continue to shock pundits while surprising almost no one paying attention to the mood of this country.
Minister Danzo, I'll give you the first word. I ask you to be quick, but go ahead.
I'm gonna be quick. You know that. What I like about this video is that, you know, first of all, no, the answer is no, that the MAGA is not done. I'm an MAG person, not a MAGA person. I don't believe that you can make America great again. I don't know if you can identify any specific time when America was great. America's always been great compared to other nations. So just make America great, keep America great, fine. But what I want to say is that two things. One of the things is that we've heard these lies before. During the COVID time, they said that the COVID shot would not only cure you of COVID, but it would prevent COVID. And that was mass produced. It was a lie. They said that Black people were second-class citizens. You remember back in the day, they were good at sports and they were good at entertaining, but they weren't that intelligent. You know, that was a lie. Then Michael Jackson's movie came out. The critics said that it was going to be a flop. It was no good. Look what happened. You know, see, you just can't learn. You got to learn how not to listen to people that hate you, especially listen to the enemy. You know, to go to the Republicans or that hate Trump and trust their reports about whether or not he's succeeding is like going to a KKK person and ask them to explain Black people to you, or to the Nation of Islam and ask them to explain white people to you. This don't work.
Absolutely. Crystal?
Keep it quick and hurry. Okay. I'm gonna just let y'all know MAGA is not dead. I don't care what Tucker, Megan, Marjorie, Candace, Nick Fuentes, and the rest of that little group says. The only thing that has happened is all of the masks of the fake wannabe conservatives have been removed. That's what happened. So you're getting to see the truth, because the people, they want what is happening. They love what Donald Trump is doing. Yes, we don't agree with everything.
Nope, we don't.
But we know that it has been appointed for such a time as this, and he's doing his job. So do not let these people convince you anything other than that. Make sure to get out in the polls and do what we're supposed to do, because MAGA is not dead. We are alive and kicking. And I'm going to say it proudly, I am so thankful that I voted for Donald Trump.
Amen. Me too.
Well, Democrats make it very easy to not support them. They make it very, very easy to not support them. Right. If you actually take the time to do your own due diligence on their agenda, the direction that they would like to take the country, makes it really easy to say, nope, can't support these people. Makes it very easy to do so. So I'm in agreement with, all of you guys and those, in the clips here that, no, I think MAGA is alive and well. And I think more people has actually joined the bandwagon. To be honest with you, when you think about, what has transpired over the better part, of a year and some change now that he's been back in office, you have a lot of people that have come out and say, man, I regret voting for Kamala Harris. I regret supporting the Democrat Party because now the mask is off. Everybody understands who they are and what they're about. At least a large majority of people are starting to understand that. And now because the Democrats have, are really starting to stick their chest out and really showcase their policies, showcase their agenda, like we witnessed with Governor Moore and having to capitulate. We've seen the same thing with Gavin Newsom and some others out there that, hey, y'all got to get on board with this. We saw Jasmine Crockett, Jim Clyburn tell Black people in a church that y'all got to get on board with this alphabet community. Folks are like, wait, time out, man. Time out. That's what y'all about? Oh, no. Oh, no. And I'm with you. We don't have to say again, I think America has always been great. When you compare it to other nations, and Celeste has said it a multitude of times, people get upset because America isn't perfect because they're comparing it to perfection. But when you compare it to the other, 50 to 60 nations around the world, it's not even close.
Not even close.
It's not even close. It's the freest place that you're ever going to be. And it's the one place in the world that you could legitimately start off in the bottom 10% of the population in poverty and work your way to the middle class. And you definitely, with, some good blessings and a hard and a strong work ethic can work yourself into the 1%. And to be honest with you, even if you don't have a strong work ethic, it's the one place that you can start at the bottom and work your way to the top 1%. Just for being halfway decent on social media. We've seen that happen. See Kai Cenat and iShowSpeed and some of these other streamers out there. We've seen that.
Very true.
So I'll give you the last word on this and we're going to close it up.
Well, I would like to say that, you've got to be able to spot the propaganda. And when I was very young, my father gave me the cheat code for how to do that. And what he told me, and I'm serious, I was maybe in 3rd or 4th grade. And he said, whenever you receive a piece of information, there are 2 things you must do. First is you must understand what they're telling you. What is the piece of information? And the second thing you must do is answer, why do they want me to know it? So one, you have to understand what it is they want you to know. But even more important than that, or at least equally as important, is why do they want you to know it? So if we take this as a metric for how to receive any piece of information, if we take this metric and the question is MAGA dead? Okay, is MAGA dead? That's the piece of information. MAGA is who? The base of support for the president. So what they want me to understand is there is a possibility, because it's in a question form, that the president does not have his base of support. Why do they want me to know that?
To make you turn a question.
Well, they want me to now question whether or not the president has his base of support.
That's right.
That is the why. On the why do they want me to know that? So whenever you are getting any piece of information, and you should regard all information as propaganda until you put it through your metrics and determine whether or not it is fact. The only thing that separates it from being propaganda is whether or not it is fact. And that all information must go through a metric to be able to distinguish itself from propaganda to become or to be acknowledged as fact. No, the answer to the question is no, MAGA is not dead. And the answer to why it is they want you to know that is because they want you to begin questioning the president's support. So what? So now you will question your own support of him because they know that humans are social animals. It is extremely difficult for humans to do anything alone. So if they tell you others are not doing it, by implication, you then now have to question, well, why am I continuing to do it
That's the
if
game.
others are not? And that is the purpose of this type of reporting. It's not whether or not it is true. The people who started this reporting already know it's not true. They're not telling you this because they're looking for an answer. They know the answer.
That's right.
They are telling you this because they are trying to persuade you into the answer they want.
That's right.
Again, stop being used.
Amen.
Amen to that.
Amen. I want to say also that our Constitution is the best in modern history too. So they have to understand that we're going to push what we have as great. We're not going to let nobody take that from us.
Absolutely. No. We're going to read some super chats and we are going to get out of here for the weekend. Shout out to Eric, says $2 super chat, says they'll get pink pants for your eulogy, AT. Good Lord. I wouldn't do that to him. Shout out to Spaces. He says, I'm emailing you right now, Miss Celeste. Hashtag ARP family. Appreciate you, Spaces. Shout out to Teddy. $2 super chat says Crystal was Rolly smoking super meth.
You would think so.
I'm gonna have to do some research on this super meth. I've heard of meth, but I am not familiar with this super meth.
I looked it up the other day after you said it. It's some kind of weird way that they're changing the chemical compound in the fentanyl portion of it to make it more lethal. So meth used to be only this much lethal using this ingredient. They've now changed the recipe.
And you know, they said meth was more addicting or just as addicting as heroin. So that's crazy. That's wild. Goodness gracious. Shout out to Uncle Darnell. $2 super chat says go Obama, 2 achievements, pretty and gutter bunny. Oh my goodness. He meant to say president. Okay, press and gutter bunny. Okay, got you. Thank you for the $2 super chat, Uncle Darnell. Fire next time, $10 super chat says I was not able to homeschool, but was intentional about maintaining a biblical worldview in my home as a filter. My adult child is still biblically conservative.
Amen. God bless
I appreciate
you.
that, man. Thank you, Crystal. Thank you, Crystal. Gifting 10 RP family members, memberships. Thank you so much. If y'all got one of those, y'all make sure y'all show Sister Crystal some love. Crystal gifted 5 CBL labels, and she also gifted 5 more CBL labels. Look at that.
Amen.
If y'all receive them, y'all make sure y'all show some love.
Amen.
Shout out to Prometheus, $5 super chat says MAGA didn't elect Trump. The melanated men plus the Hispanic community with the independents were the difference. Hashtag actual reality. Okay.
Don't forget the 8%. Don't forget us.
Shout out to Hunter, $5 super chat says as long as we keep our faith in Christ, we can never die. And whoever lives by believing in me will never die.
That's
do
right.
you believe this? John chapter 11:26.
That's right.
Amen.
Yeah. Shout out to
him the other day.
Yeah, it was good. It was very
It
good.
was.
Shout out to Lady of the Lord, $2 super chat says Google what MAGA means in other language. Okay.
You
Can somebody
couldn't tell
do
her?
that real quick?
You couldn't
Yeah, I know
tell
she
her?
could have just yeah.
Yeah.
I'm looking while you're doing that.
Let's see. Shout out to Shasper joining the membership, man. We thank you so much. We appreciate the support, man. Thank you very much.
Amen.
We appreciate you guys. And with that being said, look at that 11:07. 11:07. We doing well. We did
come
well.
on,
with that.
brother. Come
We did
on.
well. Or 12. Well, that's right. I'm 11:07 for me.
My brother.
Central Time Zone.
Okay, I
12:07.
can
Okay.
I
Good
can tell
job.
you what it means. In Spanish, it means sorcery or witchcraft. In Japanese, it means disaster, evil, or wickedness. In Nigerian, it means a fool, a sucker. In Sudanese, it means dragon. In Zulu, it means lies. And Hindi,
In America, it means good.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, in English. Well, it's also an acronym too. It's not actually the word. It's an acronym.
Oh, they don't know that though.
There's some periods right up in there. But
Can I just say Happy Mother's Day
look
to all
at
the
that. Look at AT talking about still late. You know what?
This is a
You
hater.
are right. You are right.
Really?
Slightly.
You know you want that cash advance. Same day approval. You want that cash advance. You better foul.
It wasn't too late for that, was it?
That's what he gets. Thank you. Thank you.
That was a little bit later.
And thank you, Jeff. $11 super chat says, forgot to wish Crystal and Celeste happy Mother's Day. Well, Celeste's not a mama, but Crystal's
no, she is a mother.
So I'm other people.
She's a mother.
Well,
yes, she
well,
is.
I'm just saying, like,
Happy
biologically,
I'm
Celeste
not.
hasn't actually
There's a lot
biologically
of
birthed
people I
any
have
children.
You are a mother.
But
Yes,
she's definitely she's
definitely. She's an aunt too.
But yeah. But thank you guys so much for pulling up. Crystal, yes, happy early Mother's Day. Go do something nice. Go out, touch some grass, get some fresh air. Hopefully the kiddies, you know, and hopefully I guess all of you guys can get together and do something nice out there in Atlanta. You know, do something nice. I know my parents, well, not my parents, my mom, my sister, they're doing they invited a lot of my cousins and things of that nature. They're doing this woman's event thing, you know, for Mother's Day or whatever. So they're
You're
doing
not going,
a whole jamming. No, I wasn't
I
invited.
know you.
You know what I'm saying? I just heard about it, you know.
Like the wedding.
You know, yeah, like the wedding. Hey, just not invited, you know. So I was told that no, I'm not allowed to come. But they're putting on a nice little shindig. So, but all the ladies in the chat, if you are a mom or if you just mothered some folks, you know, happy Mother's Day to you. Enjoy the weekend. And I want to say, make sure y'all keep that same energy in June for the dads. You know what I'm saying? Keep that same.
Always. Oh, I forgot to
grow tired.
Somebody put in the chat if we could just say, we can say a prayer. Just keep Sugar Shane in prayer because he's putting down his dog, one of his dogs, and he's dealing with that.
Okay, yeah. I know the dogs are very, very close to family. Yeah.
Oh, my dog is family. What are you talking about?
That's what I'm saying. My dog is family too.
I mean, yeah.
That's my third son. That's my third son.
That's exactly what I meant.
Yeah. He's named in the will. They're gonna be perpetual.
Hey, Shakir Aloysius, man, that's my guy. That's my guy. Y'all seen how he looks? We take care of that dog. We take care of him.
Good looking.
Oh, super shiny. We walk down the street and people are like, oh my goodness, look at him. Yeah. He loves it too. He get that little extra pep in his step.
Him than the other sons. Right? Favorite son.
You know, that's my guy. Shout out to Tony the Tiger, $2 super chat says have a great weekend, man. Enjoy the weekend, man. Again, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. Thank you guys so much for being you and doing what you do.
God bless y'all.
Thank you all so much and for pulling up and hanging out with us this morning. Everybody that supported the channel financially, thank you guys so much. Nanny, Deb, LJ, B, Lori Addison, thank you guys so much. Carmen. I'm sure there's some few people that I'm missing, but appreciate you guys helping to keep things peaceful in this chat. We definitely appreciate you guys. It'd be a struggle trying to moderate and do what we do. So we appreciate you guys, you know, taking that burden off of our plates. We definitely appreciate that, man. Again, happy Mother's Day. Lord willing, we will be back at this thing on Tuesday, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Be on the lookout. We got my brother Jeff pulling up. Obviously, Mika will be on the show on Tuesday as well. Ooh. And you know, who knows what we're talking about, but it'll be fun. It's always a good time. You know, you never know the topics, but you know, it's always a good time.
That's right. Amen.
It is.
Shout out to Beta Bucks Deluxe. All right, Beta Bucks Deluxe. Thank you very much. Good morning. Appreciate you guys, man. As always, man, keep God first. Stay prayed up. You know, take a little bit of time getting the word today. Take a little bit of time getting the word today over the weekend or so, even if it's just 10 minutes. Do a little something. Something. And I'm gonna challenge you guys, man. Go do something nice for somebody else.
Yes.
You're always focusing on you. Go do something nice for somebody else. All right. We appreciate you guys, man. Keep God first. Stay prayed up. We'll catch up with you guys next time. Peace.
It is God who arms me with strength. Yeah, I'm battle ready. He trains my hands for battle. My heart stays steady. But thanks be to God, He gives us the victory.
through my Lord Jesus Christ, it can't live in me. I was down to the dirt, red clay on my shoes, old pain in my shirt, oh so bruised. Then the Lord hit my chest, kicked air from my breath, put power in my step.